to you by the people at Miller High Life. Merry Christmas.
Okay, the bowel. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of my bowel history. Every Sunday, my dad used to go in the bathroom to have his bowel movement. Sometimes I'd hear a little, and I'd go in for my bowel movement. And I would go in, and it was like a green cloud, you know, a toxic waste dump in there. I remember sometimes it wouldn't come out, and when it did, it was kind of like, once I pooped in my pants in school, and I just left it in all day. And that, to me, was pooping. I had a young lady come to me. She said a bowel movement came out of him as long as from her fingertips to her elbow, as big around as her forearm. She said that once it was in the toilet, they couldn't flush it down. Her husband had to get a shovel out of the garage and chop it up. I love bowel stories. Want to hear about some worms?
It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to get things started.
Hey, man, is that Double D? Yeah, man. Well, turn it up, man.
Let's just go in and, like, kill all the orcs, right? They're the bad guys. Who gives a shit? We just hack and slash and we loot their dead bodies, right? Hack and slash, kill them all, you know, conquer the infidels.
Boy, that campaign sounds like a barrel of fun, doesn't it?
Somebody who's opening a refrigerator and leaning in, right, is the language of a woman. Somebody who's opening their refrigerator and being cut off halfway through that lean is the voice of like a mermaid or a siren.
They're utter shits. They're utter shits.
This is not the face of the hobby anymore. And I think there's been mistakes made in years past where people assumed that D&D players were all, you know, white dudes in a basement. Which has been a faulty assumption for a lot of years and gets more and more false every day. And so it's, in my viewpoint, honestly, guys like me can't leave soon enough.
I just had to be born with empathy and a weakness for socialism and femboys. For socialism and femboys.
For socialism and femboys.
You gotta put a little hot sauce on the taco, you know what I mean?
We want this dwarf to be the dwarfiest dwarf.
Right.
We want the elf to be the elfiest elf.
And just the dashiest dash of Tabasco.
The voices need to carry across water.
I'm a creative. It's a huge drain, right? Because fans can be off.
When we got the descriptions, they were very adamant. They were like, try not to make it like a white blonde guy. Like, please, like, we love him, but there's like 500 million of them.
You say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
Lube for their rectal adventures.
Lutherville, Marina Del Ex, Otisburg. Otisburg? Who's this monster? She's got her own place. Otisburg? It's a little bitty place. Otisburg? Okay, I just wipe it off. That's all. It's a little town.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3.
Great, Sam.
We dumping chump. It's a landslide, sir.
On guard.
It's time to mobilize. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A giant penis.
Did you cry?
So much. I went into the house and my wife was like, "What's wrong?" And I just crawled onto her and sobbed.
Oh my God.
Well, ain't the old opening better?
On with the show.
Rogan. Backstory, McTragedy. You and your friend, Fresh Cut Nails. You find yourselves going into the city of Condoristan. The air is heavy with smoke. There's grime in the doorways. And on the doors. But you push through. You're in your wagon. You find yourselves behind a wagon. The driver in front of you seems as though he's talking to an invisible passenger. He has bread delivery bags in the back of his wagon. He keeps stopping and gesticulating. But that's not your concern. You pass him and you head to your destination, which is the funeral of your friend, Fuzzy Wang. Now, Fuzzy was a notorious barbarian and hustler. Fuzzy. All the boys knew where to find Fuzzy. You're here to pay homage to Fuzzy, but you're also here to investigate why he was murdered. Busy Badger. Game night got pushed, so y'all get to experience my brand of caustic humor tonight. Thank you. Oh. Hey, dog brothers and sword sisters, it's a crazy week trying to survive to the end of the year. Hope everyone's ready for Christmas. We are, DB. We are. Now. Ouch. Ryan says we're triggering his PTSD. Well, that's too bad, big boy. All right, so along the way to the funeral parlor, you pick up a slattern. Her name is Rayanne Marisha. And she offers to wash your wagon in a chainmail bikini. For the sum of 2 gold pieces. Backstory McTragedy, roll a die 20. It doesn't matter. Okay. So you're pulling up to the funeral home, but you notice in the center of town there's a town square where there's a big platform. It appears that King Condor is punishing his own brother. For you see, King Condor caught his own brother in flagrante with his Oriental queen. And now he is exiling him. The brother walks past you and he gives you a knowing nod like, bro, this sucks.
I nod back. In a knowing way, I nod.
Roll another die 20.
I rolled.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I'm dirty too.
All right. Enough of that.
We got to pee.
Oh boy. How's everybody doing? Edgelord, Condor is pitching a tent to that voice. It's very low. He must like it. My word, Mercurius, giving us a membership. Thank you, brother. Ryan. Ryan.
I am personally doing NoFap because right now I'm also doing semen retention.
Thank you, brother. I'll put it in the piggy bank. Mad Relic.
The Spank Bank.
The Spank Bank. X card. Ree. Ree. Not Fuzzy Wuzzy. Was he okay? Mercurius, what the hell's happening? You lived through it, didn't you? Dong and Heart is ready to play. Osiris for 10. This isn't the mashup we asked for, but it's the mashup we deserve.
Oh, we got something.
He deserves
for him.
something for that.
We got him something.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off then.
Thank you very much. Osiris. Craig. LOL. She's my cherry pie. I think we
as she likes to say, lanterns are lit. So are the tits.
She's my cherry pie.
She's in our world now as the slattern Rayanne Marisha. Edgelord for 2. Does this session have a happy ending?
It might.
If you insist.
Keep it up.
It depends what you think happy is.
Rob McCann for just about 10.
You're a bastard from a basket.
Latest season of Critical Role has some unexpected faces, I see. Dare I say better faces. Caesar, Squeezer, Humper, and Dumper, says Cal.
That wins.
Hope you guys like that. People can go on YouTube and get a stream anywhere. They come to Double D for the bits.
That's what we're about. Entertainment.
I love you.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Hope everybody's doing well. I have some housekeeping to do.
Widget says 2 times speeds like normal.
Yeah, good Spin Gypsy caught the Office Space reference there. Red Room. They are closing down their dedicated store. So Mortaret, the link is in the description. So check it out if you want to get anything before year end from their site. After that, I think it's print on demand at Lulu and Itch for our good friends Miguel and Sylvia at the Red Room. So if you can, remember, please support our good friends. And we all know who brought you this episode.
I'm the Secretary of State, brought to you by Carl's Jr.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because they pay me every time I do.
Thank you, buddy. Good to see you here, Hungar. Another housekeeping note. Tomorrow, it should be the last live play. We're going to try to start earlier. I tried to convince everybody, let's go a little earlier. So 7:30. So if you're interested, if you're following that, and I bet some of you didn't even realize, I gave away a copy of Dragonslayer last week for the people who hung around to the end of that stream.
And that's 7:30 Eastern.
Eastern time, as always, yep. And by the way, if you're out there watching, I did get your book in the mail. Hopefully it'll be there by Christmas. Ryan, plan for Christmas Eve. Stream special, yes, no. We're busy. That's a family night, Christmas Eve. So we are going to go, and that was going to be my last comment note for next week. Tuesday. We're going to do a stream on Tuesday. Sorry if that steps over anybody. you know, who knows? Maybe it won't even, you know, maybe be the normal length, but we'll do something next Tuesday. Have a little Christmas revelry with you guys. Trust me, I'm not averse to doing an Eve stream. In fact, I'm thinking in my mind, I know these guys might be out for it, but I'm thinking I may do a New Year's Eve stream. But you know, we'll see on that. But Christmas Eve, I have too much family stuff going on. So yeah, it's a big. My wife is Polish. Polish people do a lot of shit on Christmas Eve. So
the Italians do too.
Italians do too. Yeah. So look at this, Lord Oz for $10.
Oh boy, hope you got some dimes, my man.
Somebody's got to go back and get a shitload of dimes.
That's funny.
John R. Osborne here. Good to see you, John. I'm in a sci-fi anthology that releases Friday. Excellent. One of the authors, is the great Blaine Pardo. Look for Running with Sharp Objects on the Zon. What does on the Zon mean? Running with Sharp Objects. I'll put that down. Give that a plug.
Lord Oz, put that in there, and I'll be sure to pull it up.
Running with Sharp Objects. Congratulations, too. That's awesome.
That is cool.
Writing that down. Tasmokan, the Order of the Door Stain approves of your intro. Is that the nightly faction? Quick question outside older D&D books. What are out-of-print RPG products that you would recommend? Oh boy, new players to get. Ask Jeffrem.
Well, hold on. I got something for him.
What is the soup du jour?
It's the soup of the day.
That sounds good. I'll have that.
I'll tell you what, a good one. If you can try to pick up the Elric RPG from Chaosium, long out of print. If you can find one for a decent price, it's actually a pretty cool little game. I mean, I think it leans heavily into RuneQuest from what I understand, but we ran a couple of sessions with it, and my wife still talks about it to this day. She was like fascinated by something that happened in it.
She's just fascinated with Elric.
Yeah, she loves Elric. She does love Elric too. It's like her favorite book. DM Doom for 99. Thank you very much for the contribution, amigo. So Jeffrem, yeah, that's one I would definitely recommend picking up. The old Elric Chaosium. Good stuff. They had some couple of adventure anthologies, I think. I don't know if they had many like source books. The line wasn't long in the tooth, but what they did do was actually pretty good. So all good. Just need to know. Got a present. Gotta give me a present, Ryan. Thank you.
Ryan's a nice dude.
Yeah.
Ryan rocks.
Ryan is good people.
Good people.
I am going to be going to Origins again this year. So any of you guys in the Ohio Valley area, Pennsylvania, and the Great Lakes region, that's one. I'm going to Central New York. That would be my first choice because that is a great convention. I'll also be at Origins. And remember, my buddy Hastermind has a little pull at the convention. So he even said last year, or I should say this year, he's like, hey, if you ever want to do double decon here at Origins, we can make that happen in a private room. So I know Ryan is within range. He would have to work that out with his significant other, I'm sure.
I'm putting that on my schedule at the beginning of the year for vacation scheduling, so we'll lock that in.
I think they have. They did just start selling badges for it. So
here's that follow-up from Lord Oz.
Amazon. Okay, the super chat won't let me use Amazon. Oh, really? Oh, wow. All right, so check that out on Amazon.
We got some
Running with Sharp.
We got some
objects.
what up?
The Zon.
Word up. Young Steve. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Stormbringer. Okay. Yeah.
Was that
the name of it? Hold on one second. Talk, boys, talk.
I know I have the book Stormbringer. I thought there was also Elric as well.
Maybe they changed the
I wasn't sure if one was before the other.
I just know of Elric from Ditties and Demigods.
On the Hook'em Horns?
Yeah. And then he's fighting off a vulture line in like another page.
You and those vulture line. You're like Lane Price with that Christmas bonus in Mad Men.
In one of those in the campaign I ran, vulture lion hide was like really nice armor.
+2.
It would be too.
Yeah.
That's actually
+2 at armor. I remember that.
Busy Badger says Star Frontiers is a good one to start with.
I think they might have reprinted it, Stormbringer, and then just called it Elric. So I picked this up. So
Elric is super expensive, said Shadow and Sun.
Well, yep. Kind of makes you wish you'd held on to a lot of stuff that you probably ended up giving away. Or
Osiris will be at Origins in 26.
Oh, cool.
Roger's talking about CNY. That's the one in June, correct?
It is.
Yeah.
All these conventions run up against each other. I'm already signed up to go to CNYCon. That is the premier con, in my opinion, in this little area here. I would put it above Origins, of course. Keep in mind, like Mrs. D, she does like a lot of board gaming. So there's
Origins is perfect for her.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. But I always like meeting up with my buddy like Hastermine. Anytime I can meet up with him and his lovely wife, I will do that. So, but yeah, come in. Yeah, the LGBT. Yeah, it's they have. Let's just say they are very friendly to the Alphabet crew, but. Guys, honestly, I probably wouldn't be wearing this hat if I didn't go to Origins, because Jeff Talanian was like, you know what? Sometimes if you want to sell to people that don't have your stuff, you got to go into the belly of the beast, sort of. And yeah, I saw a couple truths there, but it wasn't like the people there weren't obnoxious, really. So, Driving in Dragons for $5. I get 30 minutes of show before my game, and what do I get? A recap of Condor's brother playing Oriental Adventures.
Well, check us on the replay. There's going to be plenty more.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
The tale will get dirtier and grimier.
Yep. Rob Necronomon says Elric was from Mongoose. I don't think so, brother. That is Chaosium in the corner.
Yeah, Stormbringer came out first in 81.
Yeah. You might be thinking of Conan. Conan was Mongoose.
Yeah, 81 Stormbringer came out. It had a second edition, then a fourth edition was in the 90, and then they revised it to the fifth edition as Elric in 93, and then again Elric again in 2007.
Very good. Thank you very much. Lucius Double D Con sounds like fun. Would you run Castles and Crusades? I'd consider it. At cons, I generally tend to go very simple though, so I'm more apt to run something like Hyperborea or Dragonslayer, just because it's kind of easy. It's just old D&D. Everybody seems to understand it. I like Castles and Crusades. It got a little like extra depth to it, and I think for a convention you probably don't need that extra layer of depth for a 4-hour game. So I think. The retro clones do it right for that. JP at Origins. Okay, good to hear. Yeah, by the way, I'm not endorsing all the bullshit, of course. Like I said, basically I just go to any con that
just want to play, just want to have fun.
Yeah, Mrs. D wants to go to.
No drama.
Yep. Like I said, we're already going to CNY Con. We're heavily going to consider going to Avenger Con too, because that was fun 2 years ago. So
I was there.
Oh, go ahead.
I was a huge reason on why Double D and Mrs. D couldn't come to one of them.
No, not really. I mean, don't worry about it. Is what I'm saying.
Derek Mouse's graduation party.
Yeah. It was
that same weekend.
Yeah, it was just I
got no one graduating this year.
Confluence of things just didn't line up. TasmoCon for $5. Thundercats TTRPG fully funded on Kickstarter in 1 minute. Getting my leather-bound book. Ooh, okay,
that's pretty cool.
Nice. Thundercats are go. Is that what I'm thinking of? Is that what they used to say?
Could be.
Thundercats are go. Is CNC still your base game? No 1E or 2E playing? I guess it would be for Birthright. Right now, we just kind of stepped away from Birthright for a little bit. I wanted to kind of just test out Shadow Dark. And I just kind of threw together a world, and
we're having a good time.
We're having a good time playing with it, yeah. So I'm sure eventually we'll make our way back to Birthright at some point here. But I kind of wanted to. I also wanted to develop a little bit of a world for like my future writing projects, just to kind of have something to throw in there, something that I could start rattling around in here. Even if I change it a little bit, it probably wouldn't hurt, to have kind of a little bit of a world that I could start building out from.
Have its own little sandbox.
Yeah, little sandbox to put the adventures in. You know, that's all I'm thinking. Oh, there was a Mongoose Elric, says Edgelord. Okay. That must have come in the early 2000s, I'd imagine. Probably not. I'm going to guess probably not very good because it didn't stick like their Conan did. I just picked up this Star Wars Battle of Hoth board game for my bro for a Christmas present. Based on Memoir 44. Okay. Looks fun. Thank you. Yeah.
Let us know how that plays out.
Yeah. I almost got a copy of Memoir 44. I almost won it at Con on the Cob. They have a silent auction where you just kind of write down your bid. I think I got outbid for it. It was I thought I was going to get it for a song.
You just take that bid box, dump them all in the garbage, and put $5 in.
Yeah. DM Doom for 2. Hopefully some mum chums at cons next year.
Hopefully.
If you guys want me to, I'll run it. You know, the FBI may be busting down the door, but who knows? Thunder, Thundercats. Oh, it's Death Angels. I don't want my con to conflict with CNY, North Texas, WizardCon, or Arnicon. Yeah. A lot of good, but the thing is, there's a lot of good ones out there. A lot of good ones. Speaking of animation, Thundar the Barbarian is now available to stream on Tubi. Yeah, there's also a like a free one of those free streaming channels like Cartoon, MyTunes or something like that. I don't know what it is, but they ran all the one day a week. They run like all the Thundars like back to back. So I was taking full advantage of that. Trust me. Got to see an episode with Gemini. Yes. Great character. Roger for 5. Good to see you, brother. Love to see all the CNY hype in the chat. Yep.
Yeah, we'll keep talking about it, Roger.
Thanks to all you guys. It was so successful. It's gonna be even more successful next year. You're gonna have a problem, I think, Roger. I think you're gonna outgrow that venue. You know, and I don't know what you want to do. If you just want to cap it and be like, hey, guess what? You gotta be first. But CNYCon is a convention I really liked. Gonna be a lot. I think Craig is coming. Craig Bragg. I know Greg is coming.
And Roger, we'll definitely have you on closer in the spring so we can hype it up even more.
Yep,
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know if I can talk any of these guys into going, but it is pretty fun. For Crazymouse, your biggest drawing point would be it's like an hour from Cooperstown. So
there you go.
Go down to Cooperstown.
What's in Cooperstown?
Baseball Hall of Fame.
Oh,
yep. Moxow. Question Double D. Your 5 adventures to play. Well, way to put me on the spot, Mox. I'll give you one that is off the beaten path, and that is an adventure in Dungeon Magazine by the great Rick Baker, who we may look at an interview with tonight. It's called Ranamor, Ranamor. Probably, for my opinion, for my money, the best dungeon adventure. Now, I did write not quite a full adventure for Dungeons, so obviously I'm partial to that one too, but that Ranamor always had an appeal to me. Oh boy. You know, for as hackneyed as it is, Ravenloft, the original, I know Wizards of the Coast is trying to destroy it by just releasing an iteration every edition of D&D because they're out of ideas. But the adventure, Ravenloft, in that castle, we all know how it goes. It still works. And I ran the 5e version, probably in like 2016, 2017. It was still good. So, by now, of course, people, know it well. So
people are talking about Ravenloft in the chat.
Yep.
We got a Mum Chums live play.
Mum Chums live play. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. So, the Ravenloft, the Castle Strahd, however you want to call it. That's a great one. I'm honestly old school. I know it was the beginning of the storyteller era, but I always liked the first Dragonlance adventure, not the ones that followed, but that DL1, Dragons of Despair. To me, that was always a pretty good adventure.
for a pure fun house, like, guys, roll up a character, don't get attached to it. Let's just have some fun for 6 hours. The Tomb of Horrors is always fun.
As a bloodbath.
Yeah, like I said,
it's
it's just like, you're gonna die. So, if you lean into it, it's fun. I would say Dwaro Deep from Greg is really strong, but that is a commitment. That is like a full campaign. DB for 2. Let's take a moment to pour one out for Buck Rogers. Oh yeah, Buck Rogers.
Amen.
Yep. What's CNY? Halaster. Central New York Con in Utica.
Yep.
It'll be in June this coming year. Roger Rebus is in the chat. He can probably let you know. I think if you just kind of Google CNY Con, you'll come across it. So I didn't expect. Here I am, just kind of riffing with the chat. Not even into the canned stuff.
Got no show tonight. This is it.
I know, this is it. Yeah.
Got Dragonlance.
DL1, I would say. The rest do kind of shoehorn you into the story of Dragonlance. DL1, if you're prepared to make changes and you don't care about the book or anything like that, and you just can kind of build around it, DL1 is a great adventure. The Sunken City of Zach Saroth, I think that's how you pronounce it. Great site. And I think you should like flesh it out if you're ever running it. Just like make a lot more of it than is even in the adventure. Some people saying Temple of Elemental Evil. That's a good one too. Never ran that though. I think I used parts of it, but I never ran it.
I remember that. That was Gilbrad Warden in the group.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was 20 years ago.
Yeah. Or you might be thinking of Rapon Athuk.
No, I remember.
You remember that?
This was early on. I remember. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was. I don't think I ran the whole thing.
Yeah,
but
aspects of it.
Aspects.
I remember that.
Yeah, for sure. Rapon Athuk. It's just kind of a. I don't want to say like a funhouse dungeon. Like you're gonna die. Those go. Those have to be like special occasions. I don't think it's fair to run like your regular group through a funhouse like Tomb of Horrors. It's just like it's like, oh, where's the fun for the players? They know their guy's gonna die, so I don't know. But if you do it just on a normal or an abnormal night where you're just making up disposable characters, it's fun. Lost City, yeah, that was great. Yep. Atlas DM for 10.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Well, might as well go down in flames.
Might as well. Got my 13th Age 2E Kickstarter today, and I'm so mad at myself for wasting my money. They went full woke. I'd heard that. Full woke D&D with the artwork. Yeah, let me know how I can get my PDF to you if you want to riff on it in the stream. -gabbers@gmail.com.
And just as it's spelled.
Just as it's spelled. -gabbers with an S @gmail.com. Go ahead and send it to me. I'll take a look at it. Yeah. If there's a bunch of faggoty artwork, I'll look at it. Crawford at a Quimson Quaw for $2.
Cash. Straight cash, homie.
The WotC version is Gavenloft. Am I right? Yeah. Now it is. When 5e first came out, that initial Strahd was perfectly fine. In fact, it was pretty good. They had a good map. Everything was solid with it. And then, of course, Jen Kretschmer got her grubbies in about the fucking wheelchairs and stuff like that. And, anything they've touched after 2018, 2019, no bueno. Not good. Not good at all.
Got some Lost City.
Lost City love, yeah.
Tomb of Horrors.
I mean, some of these, they're probably better. They're not as good as maybe you remember them to be, like the whole Lolth, Queen of the Demon Web
just nostalgia.
Yeah, a lot of nostalgia. I understand that. As far as workable adventures, sometimes you do have to do a little bit of tuning with some of these things. Yeah, and I'm trying to think if there's any others. I'm trying not to pick like the the absolute obvious ones. So let me think about it. If something else hits me. Until then, we will go. All right, let's do a little warm-up video. I love the bagpipes.
I saw this.
You got terrorists walking behind us. Watch out. Watch your back.
Stand up for Jesus, you soldiers of the cross. Lift high his royal banner, it must not suffer loss. From victory unto victory, his army shall he lead, till every foe is conquered, and Christ is Lord indeed.
He's the Templars.
Yeah, he's gonna rolling by a bunch of Muslims with a Templar tabard on. Bro is a legend.
Hey, anyone that watched that video of the Scotsman there and listened to that as he's playing that music over all the howling, you guys are all officially Scottish now.
Yeah, that's right.
All of you.
That's
You're
right.
officially Scottish.
Yep. OGG, I think you sent me the one with the Crusader guy. So
awesome.
Thank you, OGG. And Greg Gillespie is actually the first one, although I think Ryan Nikolai also sent me the bagpipes one. So thank you guys too. Much appreciated. You guys want to do some Scotty Garibay right off the cuff?
Let's do that.
Bring it.
We miss him.
Man.
With open arms and open hearts.
He is not loving the OSR.
Oh, he's not going to rant about Carnegie.
Hi, friends. It's your pal, Scott Garibay. And
What
today
the hell is
I want
his back seat?
I don't know.
Is that everything he owns?
He's moving out, I guess. I was wondering that. Like, is that a delivery bag back there? What is he delivering?
Looks like there's a tent in there. And
He's getting some of your deliveries crazy.
It looks like a big jar of, like a case of mason jars right here.
Right.
That looks like a bag with handles.
to talk about
coffee maker in the
cracking conventions at tabletop role-playing game conventions.
He's got no room for the food.
So we're talking about cracking conventions at tabletop conventions.
All right, let's dig into this. So cracking conventions. What the heck does that mean? Well, I believe a lot of things at tabletop roleplay at D&D.
He's been losing weight. I think
he's losing weight. He's just went to the barber and he's letting his beard grow out.
He's not wearing that hat.
I guess I'd say he's probably on the Manjaro. That would be my guess, but we'll see.
I'm on the Mafunzerlo.
Mafunzerlo. Got that Italian disease.
They're broken. We have a broken system at the industry level for tabletop role-playing games. All right. So which conventions am I talking about? Right now, I'm talking about PAX
Did he just leave a hotel?
Ooh, he might have.
Huh.
What is he?
I hope things are good for him.
Yeah.
There's a bag in the back. Not sure what Scotty's rolling with there in the back seat. And then
what's that? Jesus loves you on the window.
Yeah, Jesus loves you.
That's good.
And Page, because I ran into the same problem
PAX and Page
at both places. Okay, and I believe the reason for the problem is the same for both conventions. So PAX Unplugged 2025 happened right here in Philadelphia. Very
Stern would say, "Go Birds!"
Yeah. You know what? I need to say a few things about both these conventions before I go. All right, both of these have conventions.
Congratulations.
Mores, traditions of these conventions.
Death Angels, excellent.
Broken,
That's awesome news.
Cracked, right? We need to crack conventions, right?
You guys ready to crack conventions?
I guess.
Did you guys even know what he's talking about?
No, but it reminds me of Venger going around and putting flyers on windshields.
That's right. Yeah,
keeping Staples in job in business with getting all these copies made.
The
I need 12,000 of these, please.
the illegal handbills.
But I do want to. But you're like, well, wait. If this is broken, why are you going to these conventions? That's a good question. That's totally fair. So first of all, I love
Cool.
PAX Unplugged.
Thank you, Roger.
2025. I go every
I'll pimp
year
it.
I can.
I'll pimp it.
And this will be my second year at Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo. Of purchasing a 4-day badge and attending as an attendee. Okay? All right. That's its own subject, right? Like, but yeah. So let's stay focused here. All right. So, and I plan to go.
He almost drove down the wrong way on a one-way street.
Whoops. Focus, Scotty. Focus.
Absolutely.
This year I plan to go, the following year after that, right? But I'm upset with both conventions because I believe they are both projecting a broken
Over
system
here.
for tabletop role-playing games that get run, right? I am not getting what
You're
I
average
want
at best.
from these conventions, right? Well, Scott, if you're not getting what you want, why are you still going? Right? That's great. That's a totally valid question. Because I am getting my money's worth, right? And I am getting an experience that is the shape of what I want, but not the actual.
That's a booger pull right
It
there.
doesn't fit the mold, right? I want to like that's round, right? But what I really, it's
describing the booger. That's round.
Yep, it certainly is.
I like the flat ones that are thick
That one
better.
was
but,
round.
I'm just concerned that it's the shape of what I want, but well, then it could be a lot of things,
sphere. But what I really want is like a bust of a head. There's two
DJ
different
Widget
things.
cracking a funny.
There's a difference between a tennis ball and a bust of Ronald Reagan, right? Like, I want a bust of Ronald Reagan, right?
Hell
And
yeah.
then somebody's like, oh, here's a tennis ball. And you're like, that's the shape of
Is
what
he
I was looking
describing
for.
boogers again?
He's talking about a bust of Ronald Reagan, and I'm in for it. Thank you, Scotty. Ryan for 2. Enough with the fucking shapes, Scott. The platonic shapes. Yeah, platonic solids and some shit.
That's not what I was looking for, right? And so one, both of these conventions are well worth every dollar spent. And I walk away saying, oh, that was 4 days spent well. But I don't walk away going, oh my gosh, these guys used the best of my time and gave me an awesome experience that couldn't have been beaten. I walk away going, there's so much that could be fixed. Right? So I want to crack these conventions. All right. Both of these are great conventions, right? And what I'm talking about is a future state we can have, which would be better, right, than what we have now. But what we have right now is not bad. It's simply broken, right? All right, so let's get it. So why,
Scott,
why
come
y'all
on our
up
show? Please.
He won't do it.
Come on our show.
He won't do it.
in your, why y'all up in your...
As Dana Carvey would say, as
Not
George
gonna
Bush,
happen.
not gonna happen.
your feelings about this?
Gosh.
Well, you're right.
We love you. We love
I'm
your
up in my
videos.
feelings
We're
about
proud of
this.
you for
Okay.
your weight loss.
So I bought my 4-day pass I bought my 4-day pass, paid full
price,
full fare,
Full
right?
fare.
No discount. Bought my pass, right? Now
Fulfilled
that's its own thing
device.
because most of the people I know there won't pay a penny. They'll go as guests, exhibitors, and guests. Like the honored guests, right? And what's wild is, and you're like, well, Scott, why should you be a guest? Last year, I'm not kidding. I sat
I am not on Gab. So if that was to me, I am not on Gab.
in a panel
This
and
is
listened
for
to
us.
3 guys talk about how to have a great YouTube channel, right? One of the dudes on that panel has 1/3 of my subs. 1/3, right? Like, so I'm listening to a guy telling me how to have a great YouTube channel who posts like once every 3 months. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
Scott's like, I post 5 times a day.
That other guy that in our intro poops 5 times a
Yeah.
day.
Get the shovel out.
so even the idea that I would pay full fare.
I do agree with what he's saying here too. It's like, because we saw it last week with all those losers, all those minority losers talking about giving people advice about, tables and like YouTube and like live plays and all that. Nobody watches their shit.
No.
Like they got like 10 people watching their fucking their live streams, live plays, because they're just painfully unentertaining people. So I do agree with Scotty, and I'll say this: Scotty's very entertaining, so he probably does have a point. He's just tragically underviewed, let's say.
Like, interesting, right? All right. So, but I also want to say, like, I'm not just like, because any of these people, if they complained, what they got to complain for? You're going for free, right? You ain't got nothing. You got. But I paid $90 for a full day.
He just made John Madden a bunch.
So Scott, what you upset about?
Boom, there it is. Where'd that truck come from?
I pay my rate, right? My $90, and then I take like about a week after about a week after that. And
was it about a week, Scott?
I've been
bag
thinking,
is glowing.
okay,
Look at
I've
that.
been thinking for
What's
a
he
week.
got?
And I'm like, okay,
Uranium
this
in
is
that
what I
thing?
want to run, right? These are the games I want to run. So I go and I'm like, all right, let me go to submit one of my games that I have in my head. One of the games I would like to run at Philadelphia Gaming Expo.
All right, so he's talking about a game he wants to submit to run as a DM. So we'll come back to that. Right after I read this from Crawford and a Crimson Craw for 2. I'm still unclear. Did he buy a 4-day pass?
We don't know. What's with all the questions?
He bought it and he didn't cheap out. Apparently, like he said, everybody else does. Apparently, he's one of the few that actually pays full freight.
You got a 33 and a third chance of winning, but I got a 66 and 2/3.
It's a month out. This is on December 15th. The and the convention is on it's either January 15th. It's the
talking about Page
it's
here.
either the 15th or the 16th. And the reason why I'm confused is they're a little confused. It's not completely right on the website. And I was like, oh, okay. Right, like, but it's gonna be like the middle, like the 15th or the 16th, it will start, and then it's a 4-day convention. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay?
What up?
All right. So we get all the way there, right? Now, okay. So it's a month out, a month away. And I go and I'm
has something to do with growing tits. I don't even think you need to cut off your wang, Van. But if you grow tits, or you're black, you can be a guest of honor.
like, okay, here's the games I would like to run. And they're like, you can run nothing. I'm like, what? Like, and they're like, yeah, you get to run nothing.
No soup for you.
Oh, it's completely.
We actually have that
all
job.
games are filled. Like, what? That is outrageous, right? Like a month out, and you have no ability to submit events, right? Like, whoa, man, that is not cool. That is not cool, right? So first of all,
So this sounds a little dubious. As much as I don't think I like Page from everything I've heard, just from all the people that I don't know. People have told me things about Page, but it sounds a little suspect that you can't submit late events. Usually conventions are dying for events, so people aren't, people feel like they got their money's worth.
Consider myself
Double D. Back up just 5 seconds.
Oh boy. All right, well, if I'm going to do that, I must have control here for a momentito, my friend.
Just
5 seconds. All right, so we'll go to 6:35. All right.
What is this guy next to him? It's like the roundest person I've ever seen.
right, like a month out.
I went back a little further.
And you have no abilities.
That bright light brought like an alien, like in Terminator.
That is
and
not
watch what it
cool.
produces.
That is not cool, right? So first of all, I consider myself.
That's like the roundest person I've ever seen. He's like a perfect circle.
Oh wow!
I think
that
it
was freaky.
I think it's the Terminator.
It's freaky.
He's in a land of V's, man.
It's like
a
in
bubble coat.
It's like in Signs when Joaquin Phoenix is like watching the "Vamonos, children, vamonos."
So pretty organized for for submitting my stuff a month out. They're like, no, you got to submit it months and months ahead of time.
Yeah, Shapes is
First of
definitely
all,
the
that's
theme
not
of
how
his
people
rant
roll,
tonight,
right? Like, and honestly, if you come on,
it's gonna trust me. It'll as usual with Scott. It'll turn on a dime.
Well, right there, he's showing you that the world is flat. He's like, I can hold it in the palm of my hand. It's flat.
I got the whole world in my hands.
On just the Saturday, if you come on just the Saturday, right? I want you to be able to run Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition on that day. On that day. Damn. On that day. Right? Like, and you're like, I don't know, Scott, would that work? Yes, it would absolutely work. Right? I went to Philadelphia.
Scott's answering his own questions.
Would that work?
Yep.
He's starting to bring the heat. Shots
I
fired.
actually answer some of my own questions when I'm driving too, Scott. So I know what you're doing.
Here, I went to PAX Unplugged, right? You can't play Dungeons and Dragons at PAX Unplugged because every single D&D 5e game is packed, right? You have to get a registered ticket in the morning.
On what
right?
day? On that
and
day.
if you do, right, you get to play in D&D 5e that day. They fill out in seconds, right? I witnessed a dude was like, hey, like 3 dudes, right? Just like me, a bunch of 50-year-old guys, right? Coming to get out, coming together. And
coming to get out of trouble.
Four 50-year-old guys coming together. Like it already.
The guy's like, I want to play some D&D 5e today. And his buddy's like, I'm sorry, bud, you can't play any 5e today. He's like, why? He's like, this place is filled with D&D. He's like, nope, all of them are booked. They're all registered. If you didn't register this morning, and they won't even let you register before that. If you didn't register between 8:00 and 8:05 this morning, there's nothing available. And he was right. He was dead on right? So you could pug. You could do pickup groups.
Whoopsie daisy!
At PAX and at Page, right? And just be like, D&D 5e DM? Great, here's 4 players. D&D 5e DM? Great, here's 4 players. D&D 5e DM? Great, here's 4 players, right? Go take your table. Day of. No registration, no scheduling. You could do it all day long. So why don't they? Well, here you go. Prejudice.
Oh boy, here's where it turns. Hey, what's up, Bloodworth? How you doing? Bloodworth for 5. I've had Scott at my table at Page 2, and he doesn't know how convention games are run. It's not surprising, nor how scheduling at cons is done either. How did I know it was going to come to that, Bloodworth? Yeah. God bless him. Everything he was saying just didn't sound right. Like most conventions will allow you to submit things up to a certain point. And Page is not that big of a convention. Man, I don't know. We'll see. What's up, Larry and Jake? Go.
Game prejudice, in my humble opinion.
D&D is being... There's prejudice against D&D, if you can believe that, according to Scotty.
At both places, right? They won't let them fill up D&D 5e because there'd be nothing left. Nobody wants to run Scrub Shadow Dark, right? When you can actually run D&D 5e, right? The only way you can get people to play Castles and Crusades, all this OSR slop, right?
Ooh.
2nd edition D&D is if you don't let those tables get filled with D&D 5e, because they would fill in a New York second. You could fill them pug. You could do pickup groups all day long and fill every table. Right?
Nothing has defeated the RPG, the WotC RPG empire. Are you kidding? This Death Star is fully operational.
Yep.
This is the part.
Grand Moff Garibay.
The only way you can actually get OSR slop to like Shadow Dark, OSE, Castles and Crusades, 2nd edition D&D, the only way you can fill these tables if you do not allow D&D 5e to fill to its capacity. That's the only way. The only way. Right? And so I think we need to kill this D&D 5e prejudice.
Kill.
Kill the prejudice. Okay. I guess that's allowed.
I could have swore he passed that house a little bit ago.
Oh, really? He's looping.
I know
He's looping.
Yeah, I'm trying not to pay attention to that, but like, yeah, I saw that before.
It's like a Hanna-Barbera car, like the Flintstones. Like they keep running in the background is like the same.
And a lot of these people, and the people who hate D&D, like they're ready, right? They will book their stuff months in advance, right? And they have to plan this. There needs to be orchestrated to beat D&D. You need orchestrated efforts. I don't know, Scott. Professor Dungeon Master. He will be at Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo. He just did a video that said D&D is dead, right? That was the title, right? Like, that was the title, right? I immediately went on and said, D&D is not dead. It's quite alive. And he's like, it's hyperbole, Scott. Like
Professor DM's, he's got to probably have the patience of Job, like talking to the likes of Scott.
Yeah, okay.
Calm down, Scott. Calm down.
You have to say things that are not true to beat D&D. You have to construct structures that disallow people who are willing to put in their events a month in advance.
Shawnee giving us 5 memberships. Attaboy, Shawnee. Give him something. Give him something.
You have nice manners for a thief and a liar.
Liar. Your dedicated drop, sir.
You're the only one I play that for.
Congrats to everybody who were able to wet their beak thanks to Shawnee.
Right? I would have run D&D 5e. Right? Like, I was like, oh, I'm going to run Welcome to Hellfire Club. I'm going to run Heroes of the Borderland. Nope. All those are filled with scrub games, Castles and Crusades, AD&D Second Edition, Shadow Dark, OSR Slap that you have to make room for. Like,
wow, there's a lot. He's got a lot of vitriol for any game.
Piss in his
that's
vinegar.
Yeah, that is. There's
what was
some actual anger there.
What was Gavin's grandma's name?
Ooey.
Piss and vinegar.
Piss and vinegar. Yep. It's a term. Ryan for 2. A shambling corpse is still dead, Scott. Point taken, sir.
Like, you have
a good
to have
one at that.
An orchestrated. You have to build an orchestrated effort to keep D&D 5e down.
Because if he really wants to play the bum chum.
Scott wants to play the bum chum. Behave, Badger, behave. Rob for 10. Go ahead.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
D&D truly is being chained down, sabotaged. Just not by the people, he thinks. Yes, the calls are coming from the inside of the house.
5e will fill every
Thank you very much, Rob.
Table. You could pug and not and still probably not
Pickup
meet the
game.
demand, right? You couldn't even get in. Like, you couldn't get into D&D 5e games at a convention that was 10 times the size of Page. 10 times.
Jeez. Talk for 2. Smog sounds like a southern sheriff in that clip. Yes, he does.
Stop the presses.
Howard, amigo, SlopCon seed money, go.
I give you money, you give me ideas.
You never say thank you.
That's what the money is for.
And I will say thank you as well. Thank you so much, Howard.
Thank
much
you, Howard.
appreciated, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Very generous.
You demand.
Merry
Right?
Christmas.
Yep.
They were filling capacity there, right? And so this has got to we need to crack this convention, right? Now, the same problem exists for PAX Unplugged.
It's the only thing I can think of, too.
And in Philadelphia and Philadelphia Gaming.
Like a dog.
Expo. And I believe it's game prejudice. We need to stop this game prejudice, right? People treat D&D 5e like Nickelback, right?
What?
Problem is Nickelback's got some bangers, right?
Stripper
and this
anthems.
is my point, right? I know you want to listen to Blue Velvet again, right? But people don't want that noise, right? And
Damn.
the only way you get them to play it is if you don't let, them, put on Nickelback. Nobody gonna listen to Blue Velvet if Nickelback's playing.
You lost me, but
Jeez.
anyway.
Mixing his metaphors a little bit here, but that's okay. Universal Night, the old slop renaissance. I like that.
There you go. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. The important part is when
We
I
love
give
you
your
for it.
humble opinion. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium. And I do want to end this video with one more thing.
Oh boy.
Go to Page. It's worth every dollar.
There you go.
Every single word you just heard, my humble opinion. Please consider liking, subscribing, have a fetch millennium.
A fetch
Scott,
millennium.
please come on our show.
Young Steve will accept. He will brook no criticism of Blue Velvet.
Great movie. Great movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty intense. The first time you see it, you're like, whoa.
Yes.
This thing is. Even though he took pot shots at our chosen avenue in this gaming world, we still love you, Scott, as always.
He's allowed to have his own opinion on which games he plays or whatever.
For sure.
That's fine.
Yeah, for
no
sure.
No problem with that. No problem with any of that.
Tasmocon for 5. Don't want Blue Velvet. Just give me some Cream, or Depeche Mode. Shout, let it all out. Rob for 5. He's right. D&D does have some bangers. Like when I opened the AD&D books my dad gave me. Your dad is a good man.
Here.
Shellback Bow.
5 months.
Defender.
5 months.
5. My nigga.
I'm out here in Kabukicho, not necessarily happy about it, not really loving it. Kabukicho isn't my favorite place anymore. Back when I first came to Japan, I thought Kabukicho was so interesting. Because in America, we don't have anything like this, like a red light district. Of course, if it was in America with all the people that have guns and the crazy, super violent people, I'm sure people would be getting shot and all types of drugs, and people would be stealing from each other. It would be just absolute chaos. Not that Kabukicho isn't chaotic in its own right, but I feel like if there was something like this in America, it would just be an absolute and too dangerous, really, for any civilized person to enjoy. But it's crazy because you come to Japan and
Oh, he goes to Japan. He's downing the U.S. for being too violent. Probably meaning like, all of us gun owners and rednecks. And what does he encounter on the streets of Japan? But this guy.
振り向いたら4、5人の男の人たちに囲まれて怒鳴られていて、正直かなり怖かったです。だからそのまま警察に行きましたが、犯人は見つかりませんでした。歌舞伎町には夜になると外国人を狙う悪質な客引きが結構多くてさ、巻き込まれると超危ないので気をつけてください。日本は本当に安全な国で、こうして安心して暮らせることに感謝してます。でも、歌舞伎町だと油断はできないって今回はすっごく実感しました。皆さんも本当に気をつけてください。
Does that mean I went to Japan and became a queer?
They slapped the English right out of him.
The Japanese brothers are tough.
Dang, dude.
Everybody was like, that was like set up. And like he said, he's like, absolutely not. He's like, I have the police report. He's like, I have a CT scan of my head. He might have been going a little too far. Brother just slapped him. Doc for 2. Heineken, fuck that shit. PB Army. ASAP. Oh, Doctor. I think I told you guys last week I was going to see this guy.
Chris Kattan.
That's a picture from my table. I was stage left. He was pretty funny. He wasn't one of these comedians who was like, I'm not going to talk about anything old that I did. He owned everything. He kind of, even sort of like how kind of buffoonish like he was on SNL.
He did a skit where he was obsessed with Britney Spears and he danced to one of her videos. And I can't remember which video, like who he partnered with, but it was very funny.
He talked a lot about the 50th anniversary special. He's like, did you guys see it? Because he's like, I was there. He's like, I was wondering what skit of mine they were going to highlight because they were going to do that, for most of the feature players.
Good night, Hungar.
See you, Hungar.
Good night.
And then he's like, so I thought, maybe Mango, maybe, somebody else. And then he's like, they picked gay Hitler. I guess he was gay Hitler in one skit.
Well, he had more funnier things than that.
Tasmocon for 2. Was that Yasuke? I'm not sure. The channel is called Young James with a Z. There you go. So Chris Kattan, funny. He did a lot of crowd work. In fact, when he came, I told Crazymouse when he came off the stage, he kind of patted me on the shoulder because I gave him the old like nod, like "Well done, man, well done." So he was nice. What if I told you though that there was a opener who was not very good?
Oops.
Everything okay over there?
I'm just dropping things around.
All right.
My apologies.
All right, it's okay.
We got it.
Was Lisa in
Hold
it?
on 1 second, buddy. I mean, I see it, but I can't find it over here. Bloodworth for 12 months, 1 year Defender. But I do not see
because
it.
those don't, some of those don't show. But
I know,
that's
but I
okay.
don't even see it.
Yeah, it's
to
okay.
Pull it
It's-
up.
It's all right. Bloodworth. Everybody can see it on screen right now. Attaboy.
Congratulations. And thank you.
Lisa.
So the opener was...
Boom.
There we go. Lisa, the Glam Ham.
Oh, brother.
So, looks like she ate all the hams. All right.
None left.
Anybody laughs?
And not under
You're gonna go. You're gonna go. You're gonna go on a list.
Lamb ham, and I'm a big salty chunk of pork. I've been putting lipstick on a pig since 1978. Do the math. I'm the love child of Jimmy Dean and Bob Evans. Most kids grow up with some delusion of grandeur, like, I'm going to be an athlete, I'm going to get sponsored by Nike or Adidas. I'm like, I'm just trying to get picked up by Smiths, the people who make my favorite wieners. I'm in my divorce era. Right. I know, I stepped on the stage and you guys thought, that is one big dyke up there. Everybody's always like, have you ever coached softball? I'm like, yeah, I've never heard that before. I don't know. Do you drive a Subaru? I'm like, no, I'm a comedian who's also a substitute teacher. I definitely am in a Kia. So for the last...
How did she think that was a joke? Like, I was just thinking, like, the joke construction. Like there's no punchline there. Like, how could you call? What I'm saying is, how could you call yourself a comedian and not write an actual joke?
Right. You can only bag on yourself so much, and then people just start feeling sorry for you. It's not funny.
Yeah, well, I don't have a Subaru, but and that's when hopefully your intellect as a comedian comes in. But I drive a Kia. Is that what the fuck is that?
That must be an inside joke.
Maybe
that substitute teachers drive Kias. That's probably what I would probably be leaning over to Mrs. Mouse. Do substitute teachers drive Kias? I don't understand. Can someone explain this joke to me?
Me and Mrs. D, obviously she feels about this woman probably the same way I do. But we were just kind of like, I didn't want to be too stone-faced because I didn't want to get like caught up in like her gaze, So I was just kind of had this placid sort of like this the whole time. But I never cracked a smile, never cracked a laugh. She is awful. This is the worst comedian. And she is almost like a house comedian here because she will open up for just about everybody they bring to Keller's.
They should have, when you check in and you get there, like you could buy a beer or a head of lettuce or a tomato.
Yeah.
Or a hook.
All right, we'll listen a little bit more.
Last 20 years, parents would always say to me, Miss CF, do you have any of your own children? And when I would tell them no, they would be so surprised. I'm like, why are you shocked? I've been trapped in a classroom with your teenagers for the last 2 decades. In case you didn't know, your kids are not an aphrodisiac. Anyways.
Why would that?
That was, yeah.
Just,
yeah.
It doesn't track. I mean, it just like there's no, it just does not. Oh. Yes, Shawnee, she was Chris Kattan's opener. Yeah. There was an MC who told a few jokes. The MC who told a few jokes was actually way better. He was just a local guy too. You'll find this at any local club. They'll get a local guy to just kind of do the MCing. Who'll tell a few jokes, and he actually was fine. Wonky, Double D crew, how we all doing tonight? Pretty good, brother.
Yep.
Gonna see Wonky and myself tomorrow.
7:30 Eastern.
Yeah, crickets.
So I was on Tinder for a minute, and I had no idea, because I was married for 23 years, I had no idea that you could order wieners online. I had no idea. I mean, I was out of the loop for a long time. I'm like, wait a minute, you mean that you can swipe right and a wiener shows up wherever you want it? So it's like, ladies, it's like Dick Dash out there.
She's not funny at all. She's not funny.
This is the state of comedy nowadays. Like, yeah, there were two young dudes who were like legit laughing at her stuff. I wanted to turn around and be like, "Are you guys fucking retarded? Like, what? Seriously, what the fuck is the matter with you?"
We're students. We're the aphrodisiacs.
yeah.
Never mind DoorDash.
It's Dick Dash.
Chubhub, right? And for those of you who don't know me, I stepped on this stage and you thought, oh no, she's getting her tail on Beaver Eats. We know it. So one of my dear friends who's a priest, he says to me, because look at my body, I'm gonna sin. He says to me, Lisa, do you want to go on a mission trip to Africa? And all I heard was, do you want to do missionary with a group of Africans?
Her whole act was she hates kids and she likes black guys. I'm like, oh man, how original. The only thing I'll give her credit for is she didn't talk about her smelly pussy. Oh, thank God for small miracles.
I'm, just like flashing back, and I think many of you in the crowd, maybe around my age or older, will remember the National Geographic magazines, which was my first porno. Where those women had those long boobs. My dad used to call them tits on a towel rack. Lord, okay, so nothing says like I'm ready to get back into the dating pool, like moving in with my mom. My mom can't hear anything, which is very...
She's as funny a vasectomy, getting around the filter. Perform with a pair of bolt cutters, says Badger. Ouch. That was Lisa Ann the Glam Ham, one of the most unfunny people I have ever seen in my life.
The house. And the shame of it is she's got that grandma humor. And let me explain what I mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
Sophia Mouse played soccer competitively in like 5th through 8th grade, maybe 4th through 8th grade. And she had a burst of speed for like 5 yards, and that was it. And grandma was like, she's really fast. She should run track. So Sophia Mouse signed up for track. Absolutely got her ass just destroyed.
Yeah. Didn't have the distance. So.
But grandmas think that their grandkids are like the greatest at everything. Oh, so fast, so smart, so this, so that.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma must have told her that she was funny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people pumped, they gassed her up. Oh, man, you are such a cut up, man. You're the funniest. Trust me. Whenever that happens, it's like never. Yeah, Lisa.
People are saying her dad was funnier.
I was going to say, yeah, the tits on a towel rack was probably the best laugh on the whole thing.
The good thing for any other comedian following her is they can't bomb.
That's true, yeah. She sets the bar so low.
They can't bomb.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder now, was Chris Kattan really that good? Or was he...
When he came on, did he was like, give it up for the Glam Ham?
Actually, I don't think so. I think he just kind of came right in. He looked like he was, I don't want to say like he was like hammered, but you could tell he had a few drinks. He was fine. What I liked about Chris Kattan was he laughed at his own jokes like a lot. He would just have this weird laugh like like that. It was like a real distinct, I don't know. He does good crowd work. It was never like mean-spirited, but he knew, like he was kind of, self-deprecating himself, but in an actual way. You can just tell, even like someone we would consider probably like a lower tier comedian, but still a professional, just like the difference between that and somebody like her, it just night and day. James Raggy, Lamentations of the Flame Princess. I thought this was kind of funny. He does these videos where he kind of talks about like gaming and social stuff. We'll watch like just the beginning of this because I thought this was kind of interesting. For the record, I like James. Nice guy. He's a little soft, for lack of a better word. What can you say? I've never seen Dave Attell titties and beer.
The funniest comedian out right now, I think, is Quinn Dale. I think he's very
Quinn
funny.
Dale's pretty fucking funny. Yeah. Yeah.
7 pages, and I'm got some con crud. This is gonna be fun. So, I was thinking of titling the video "England Has Fallen," but
Leonardo Joni is pretty funny too. If you're looking for an actual funny like female comedian, Leonardo Joni is good.
it's a little dramatic, but seriously, whenever I go to the US and the UK to loot the populaces there, I feel like I'm in a place that's about to completely collapse. Nobody's happy, nothing works, everything's going to hell. There are 2 differences between the US and the UK though. One, in the US, I can understand the working/service class people, you know, when they talk. Maybe that's because I grew up in the projects in the US. I don't think I've ever been in a country where I had so much trouble understanding people than in the UK. At least everywhere else where I can't understand the local language, people switch to English. In England, supposedly that is already English. So I end up feeling like I'm having a stroke. The other difference between the US and the UK is the US believes things can get better. The UK just seems resigned to sinking into the sea. The US is...
I wonder why that is. I mean, it's a country with like, what, 80 million people? And they just keep importing.
Yeah.
Like keep importing a bunch of Africans and Muslims and Pakistanis. That's why there's no hope over there. It might already be like too late. But the problem with James Raggi is he's one of these guys. He knows what the problem is deep down. He's just, I know he's gotten his fair share of criticism from the left, but that was pretty much just due to his association with Zach Sabbath. I think in his heart, I think he still thinks the left is worth saving. It's not.
Fooling itself, I think, but the hope makes for a more pleasant visit. In the UK, there's a lot of whispers and looking around to make sure, you know, no one's watching before anyone says anything. That's really not good.
Agreed.
It may be that all the other countries I visit, and Finland here, are in just as bad a shape, but I have the advantage of not
Oh, really, Wonky? You party with James, yeah. I've known people that have talked to James. They said he's a very nice guy, and I met James briefly at Gen Con a couple years back, and he was very, very nice, very sweet. You could just kind of tell some of these guys are just very quiet and like, you know, I would say he's very non-confrontational, and so, some people are just kind of born that way, and you know, there's really nothing you can do about it.
Reading any news or listening to any cultural commentators from any other countries, so I get to be blissfully ignorant, and it doesn't feel like they're falling apart. You know, Finland doesn't feel like it's falling apart.
He's from Finland.
Unless
I mean, not from Finland, but he lives in Finland.
You know, try to access the healthcare system, in which case, yeah, it feels like it's falling apart. Anyway. When I first started going to the UK for conventions in 2011, I'd get off the plane and I'd have Manowar in my head.
Yeah.
Hail, hail to England.
Yeah, Patty, I try to be very deferential because, like I said, he was very nice, you know, personally, you know, but I think there's a lot of truth to that too. Like he gets a lot of flowers for Lamentations, and there's some good extra like adventures and stuff for Lamentations that I have, but I don't know. It's just, it is what it is.
Hail, hail. Now, and I swear this is true and it's not a conscious decision, I got off the plane on Friday because I was going to Dragon Beat, and I've got Megadeth in my head. Feeling paranoid, true enemy
Good night, Roger.
or
See you,
false
Roger.
friend. Anxiety's attacking me and my air is getting thin. Here I come again.
You don't have to finish it, James.
Sweating bullets.
I was gonna say, all right.
We know the song. Sweating
I was gonna
bullets.
say,
Move on.
give us the first line and move on.
And now you know.
I can name that
why
note I can name that song in 35 notes.
I am a writer. Anyway. So I got to the venue for Dragon Meet a couple hours before I was supposed to. I couldn't have gotten into my hotel for another 4 hours, so I figure why not? Maybe my table's there and I could start setting up. No. But a member of staff sees me, comes straight for me. We need to talk, they said. What is it this time? I respond. That really was the exchange to start off with. See?
What is it this time? Underleaf for $10. $10.
What happened to the tolerant wealth?
Good pull there. Where have you been all my life, baby? I appreciate what you guys are doing. It's high time we gatekeep our beloved hobby harder. We need to chase off the tolerant left. Yep, indeed. Thank you very much, Underleaf.
I had submitted the latest LOTFP books for the Dragon Meet Awards, and we didn't win anything this time. But I was informed that I cannot have
Good to see you, buddy.
the music of Erica Zahn on the table. Why not? Because the convention believes that it breaks British obscenity laws. They worry that if someone sees it, I'll go to jail. That might be a laugh.
Left for Vultures for 2. He's good in my book if he likes Man-O-War and Megadeth. Yeah, like I said, James is all right, but yeah, like I said, he's one of these liberals that you just pull your hair out over, because he'll be like, well, I'm a free speech liberal, but I'll literally vote and support every politician who's anti-free speech, because I could never in my life vote for somebody on the right, even though the right is the only place.
All right.
Even though the right is the only place that you'll find anybody defending true free speech.
And the convention might get shut down. Less funny. Probably. So I was a bit confused. It's like, wait. This book? This is the one? You know, what was the problem? Well, this person was able to quote chapter and verse, or at least what entry on what table they were talking about from memory. Yes, they were ready for me to show up and had memorized a text reference in my book. None of my fans ever do anything like that. Nobody ever comes up to me and says, oh yeah, this book on this page, that part was awesome and I loved it. It's only people with a problem that seem to pay this much attention to anything that I say or write.
He kind of has like an Andy Rooney, like sort of.
Did you ever notice?
You ever notice? Yeah.
I was, of course, completely surprised about what the offending bit was. Of all the things I intentionally put in and on that book to wind people up, it wasn't any of that. Of course it wasn't any of that. Item number 15 on the mass hysteria table. Let me read it to you. If you're in Britain, you might want to cover your ears. Every female present, even prepubescent and postmenopausal women, become spontaneously pregnant with the child of some random male, even prepubescent, present. The matches will be as evenly distributed as possible to allow for the greatest number of males to have their seat spread. Conception happens as the bard plays, and no one is aware of it, although the women will know within a month or so, of course. The pregnancies will kill those too young and too old, of course. Unquote.
That's sort of how I view like Lamentations. It's just kind of full of that kind of like I don't know, like purposely edgy, like gory stuff. And I'm trust me, I'm fine with it. I even own a couple of Lamentations books. That's why I always think it's a little like a tad overrated in my book. Like I said, I got nothing personal against James, but he thinks like everybody's out to get him, like for that kind of stuff. when really it all just boils down to like his association with Zach. He's discovering that there is no like the left, there's no coming back. Yep, a subdued meathead. Yeah. Yep.
So, just text, no illustrations involving a magical effect completely outside of real-world possibility.
Pretty dark and out. You talking about his description, Craig? Pretty dark and effed up. Thank you. That's what you'll find in Lamentations. Trust me, like a little bit goes a long way of like I found of Lamentations stuff. Yeah, it is very Chaltish. And like I said, if you like it, that's great. I have, like I said, I've had stuff, but he's just kind of edgy in this regard. And then, but he has this kind of persona where he's just kind of this nebbish, like,
Ability that cannot be intentionally.
He's the kind of guy you want to shake by the shoulders and say, "Wake up! Wake up!"
He has the face of Bam Bam.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen. This is a old friend of Crazymouse's and a guy we used to play basketball with. But
and when you saw him, it really fit his name, Bam Bam. He looked like a Bam Bam.
Vote with no intentional targets,
hold on,
no physical contact involved, just a magically spontaneous poof. Quick. Nobody tell the British authorities how old Mary was when God magically knocked her up with Jesus.
Hey, Billy Hollywood.
Is anyone going to ban the Bible? Not exactly a magical effect, but what about how old that one wife of Muhammad was? That's okay? Okay. Special rules for them, then. And then, later on in the day, after I set up the table, another member of staff comes by and notes that on the cover of a few of the books, quote, "The lady doesn't have any pants on." There was a moment where I think I was expected to know what they meant by that, but I was just amused. I was just thinking, yes, I am aware the lady doesn't have any pants on.
Yep.
I commissioned that art.
I know a lot of people that like Lamentations,
but I didn't know why.
Like I said, I'm not downing it. I like.
What it meant was,
all I'll say is like
had to come off
in
the
my
table.
For my particular vibe, like a little bit goes a long way. Like I'll mine it for certain things, but like running it balls to the wall, like somebody said, it's kind of like Chalt.
He asked out loud, like, how old was Mary when she got pregnant with Jesus? 16, but more likely 18 to 20.
Yeah. Muhammad's wife.
Yeah.
I think she was 13.
How old was 13? Muhammad?
I think so. I think I read that.
Oh, no.
13.
It's like Price is Right. Lower. No, it's
9.
We're talking 9. Yeah, 9.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Betrothed at 9. Consummated at like 10 or something. Yeah. Boy, all these self-righteous assholes who will take every opportunity to down Christianity.
Universal said he married her at 6 and waited to
till 9.
Relations till 9.
I think that's just so ugly. I don't want to think about it.
Because it's a gutter religion. I hate Islam. Hate it with a passion. I was coming through on X. I mean, I can't show it on YouTube, but it's literally a video. I mean, obviously a few years back, but I mean, not like ancient history. Like, I mean, it was taken with a portable video, like a phone or something. It's literally a bunch of Afghanis stoning a woman to death.
Yes.
And like, you can point to it, and all these liberal assholes, they will just literally pretend they don't see it. Yeah, but they're brown people, and they need to be understood. Motherfucker, I don't need to understand anything. Like, it's...
Well, if we bring them in America, they'll be better.
Let me just say, any endeavor in which we can drop bombs on the heads of these people is A-okay in my book. I dislike Islam with a passion. I always have. And you best wake up, because they're starting to trickle over here. I mean, Trump is going to shut off the Somali racket. We'll talk about that a little bit. But, the next Democrat that comes in, because we'll get dummy men who listen to their wives and girlfriends and vote for the next Democrat probably. Hopefully not for a while, but who knows? But if every man just did their fucking job and did the opposite pretty much of, what 80% of their wives are telling them to do, we wouldn't have to worry about this stuff. And they will start bringing over more of these people. These people are a cancer for your country. Nothing good ever comes from Muslims being the majority. Nothing ever. Tasmacon for $10.
Find something for him. How about something a little bit newer?
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Yeah, I can't run, and you can only mine Lamentations because you run games at the local friendly game shop because there's always kids coming in and out. Yeah, I mean, that is, and I have no problem with adults, like PG, or I'm sorry, rated, R level games. That's fine with me. And like I said, there are parts of Lamentations I like, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just kind of an OSR game with like edgy shit. And, it's James and Zach, they're the team. But James and Zach are also leftists. And at the end of the day, as much as you may like James and you tolerate Zach, they're part of the fucking problem. Because they're too gutless and cowardly, to speak up and say, you know what, I'm fucking wrong. Like, I thought I was on the left for a long time, and, maybe I was, but the Overton window has shifted so far. I am now on the right. So make room, I'm a little nutty. I run around naked in the snow, which he did in an earlier video. And I write games with where you can get impregnated by a bard's song. But at the end of the day, I agree with all you fucking MAGA people that, we can't have the government infringing upon free speech, et cetera, et cetera. Certainly, well, for now, what comes after 2020 keeps me awake at night. Yeah.
He's picking and choosing his ideologies. He's cherry picking.
Some people don't have the confrontational bone in them, Rogan. They just want to go along to get along. In some ways, I understand it, but Jesus, how do you watch the shit that we watch every week and just having to deal with people? Like, if you lived in a big city and had to go on a subway, how could you not see what happened to Arena and all these videos of these brothers jerking off on the subway, and just white people being attacked for the crime of being white, and just be like, hey, I think I'm gonna vote for the side that has no problem with that.
Right. And the black police chief going, well, there really wasn't anything wrong.
Yeah, nothing wrong there.
You guys didn't see what happened before that.
Our next police chief, it's going to be a black woman too, because we are addicted to that in this country, having black women as our authority figures. I was watching, it was a Pearl video. She had Law of Self-Defense on. Pretty good guest. He's a defense lawyer, so he actually defends some of these people. And he just says, it was funny because he was saying oh, they lie all the time. He's like, yeah, you have to understand. He's like, everybody lies. But he's like, oh, he's like 70% of the violent crime in this country is committed by 5% of the population. And we all know what the 5% is. I hate to say it, it's brothers. In fact, he said if we would enforce a 3 strikes and you're out system, he said violent crime would go down radically. He said most of the offenses are being committed by repeat offenders.
Well, by the out, do you mean deport them, or do you mean serious jail time?
3 strikes and you're out in prison. I mean, if they're citizens, you can't deport them, so just life in jail. Mm-hmm. It used to be you commit 3 violent crimes and you get an automatic life sentence. And then a bunch of liberal faggots said, no, that's too strict, that's too harsh, that's cruel and unusual punishment.
Didn't they implement was it New York or California a bunch of years back?
Yeah, and it was working too good. And then, like I said, we started listening to a bunch of dopey women, and they started to take over. So now you get people who are released, after 35 arrests, and then they sit behind a nice white girl in the subway and then stab them in the fucking neck until they're dead.
Right.
When they should be rotting in jail, or in my world, hanging off the end of a rope or frying in an electric chair. But that's just me. Left for vultures. Why do I always have to understand everyone else? But they're never expected to understand the West. Yeah. I mean, it's like that woman last week that we featured in the lunacy segment. I'm going to move to enough of these MAGA people. I'm moving to another country. And then she even says, I know I'm going to have to kind of fit in there and fit in with their culture. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? I will bet you every dollar I have, every investment I have, that she was the kind of person who would say, like, all these immigrants coming over, they don't have to, they don't have to, fit in. They don't have to be Americans.
We have to accommodate them.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeffrem for 10.
It's not sexy. It's animal.
No, it's not sexy at all.
It ain't sexy at all.
Yeah. Raggy, just like Grimm, does not understand what left or right wing means in the modern context. Yeah, they're using outdated terminology. I would bet he checks his closet every night for Ronald Reagan, Margaret Thatcher, and Pat Robertson, Pat Buchanan, all these people. But like Razorfist did a video on Pat Buchanan's book, like Death of the West, I think, and from 2002. And Pat Buchanan called everything. Everybody called him a nut back then. And it's like, oh, really? Go read that fucking book. He has called everything. Everything. But Raggy would be the first to be like, oh, Pat Buchanan's a Nazi. I got news for you. If for everything you pretend to be, he's a lot closer to your ideology than you think. Can't believe you guys in the U.S. elected a radical communist Muslim as mayor of New York. Seriously, those people should be the last to forget about 9/11. It's a generation ago. Larenjaco.
And it's not taught and there's no memories.
Yeah, that's on purpose, though.
Yes.
Another thing that's on purpose. All right, we'll give Raggy. Raggy's gone. Here's another thing that's on purpose. And if you look, okay, so we all know what happened to Rob Reiner. Other places have covered that. I'm not even going to go into that. But shooting at Brown University, like 15 people injured or whatever, including this young lady, New York Young Republican Club. She was the VP of the College Republicans at Brown University.
Gavin told me last night that one of the survivors of the shooting, I don't know if this is accurate, this is just what Gavin said, was also a survivor from Sandy Hook. So this is this person's second school shooting.
Wow. That'd be insane. That's Ella Cook. So young Republican voice, probably going to be a nice, normal woman who just wants to do good things and probably settle down, have a family, kids, be something good in the world, unlike all these crazy other lunatics probably at Brown. But she's gone.
I'll be honest with you. This one passed me by. I'm not familiar with this.
But yeah,
and they have not caught a suspect. They have no clue who did it.
Yeah, odd that, huh? Odd. I mean, I understand the news cycle. Like somebody like Meathead is going to get the lion's share of, the publicity. Understand that. Just kind of weird how this guy immediately got swept under the rug. And boy, it is for modern day when you can track people. Apparently, the shooter had like a weird gait, like a weird walk. I mean, let me tell you this: if there was one black person shot or killed, they would be turning over every fucking stone to find this person in Providence, Rhode Island. I think that's where Brown is. But it doesn't seem like they're either slightly incompetent or slightly unmotivated. That would be my guess. I don't think they think. I think they looked at the victim list and said, well, most of the people survived, and one of the two maybe who died was a young Republican.
2 so far.
Yeah, 2 so far. I hate to be that cynical nowadays, but I am. I'm very cynical. I mean, gee, why would I be that cynical?
got Charlie in the neck, in the neck. We got Charlie in the neck.
Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck. Hey, ooh, ah, ooh.
He had it coming. He only had himself to blame.
Charlie Kirk got shot and he's dead. Finally. Thank you. Can we keep this up?
Charlie Kirk was a fucking Nazi. He was a fucking Nazi. And you know what kind of Nazi is the best Nazi? A dead one. Thank God that shit stain of a person is no longer in.
It's like, how could you watch something like that and not be a little bit cynical?
Right.
It's like, you don't think some of these people are in government? Some of these people have invaded like some of the local rungs of power.
Not one of these people have the right to say that they're a good person, a good human being, a good Christian. You have no right to say that.
No. So these are I mean, as we all know, like, these are the worst of the worst.
It's appalling. It really is. It's angering. Whether you agreed or not with what Charlie Kirk had to say, he was a man. I never saw him speak to violence. I saw him try to understand. Husband, father, didn't deserve it. I don't he held no gun up to anyone's head. Yeah. There's people out there that speak vile all the time.
Yep.
Freedom of speech. I don't like what you have to hear. I'm gonna turn around and walk away. Yeah. That's what we have. We have freedom. And if you go around shooting people because of what they're saying, they're just going to get rid of that. And that's what that side wants. They want the elimination of free speech. Yeah. In the meantime,
with violence,
our collective morality goes down the shitter because everyone's celebrating the murder of somebody. How amazingly awful.
Yeah. And I mean, he didn't see nearly this number of people like celebrating the death of Rob Reiner, but there's a few. Everybody was on Trump about his reaction, and that's a little different because Trump and him were kind of personally, like, there's videos. I have a video of Rob. Look, I'll play it.
Is Razor Fist in the crowd right now? Everyone's saying like at Razor Fist, but I'm not seeing anything.
No, he's not. He's not
you
here.
Have a complete and utter lying buffoon. I mean, I'm going to tell you the truth. He's a fraud. He lies. He cheats people. Everything that comes out of his mouth virtually is a lie. And he's a con man. And if you look at what he's done with his career and how he's tricked people into things, it's abhorrent. I never liked George W. Bush, his policies, but I didn't hate the guy. I hate this man. I've never hated a politician. I can't not hate somebody.
All right. So like I said, everybody was like getting on Trump because Trump, wasn't being magnanimous. And Trump probably could have saved himself a little bit of trouble if he was. But in the same respect, I can't blame Trump for like, this guy has done nothing but like call him out for, this kind of stuff and just pledge how much he hated him. Personally, like I didn't really care for Rob Reiner. What happened was just horrible, just awful.
And they think his son did it.
Oh, his son did do it. In fact, I just heard from, I was watching Megyn Kelly, and she said the reason they know that is the daughter came over and found him. The mother was still alive.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, she was still alive. She died in the ambulance, but she was able to tell the daughter before she died that their son did it, the drug addict. So
that's heartbreaking.
Which I believe is admissible. It's like a deathbed,
right?
Deathbed something. Even though it's like kind of hearsay because it is coming from someone who's dead. Like I think it can be admissible in some respects. So yeah, so he did it. I mean, awful situation. Don't want to see that happen, to anybody. Because as bad as like Reiner was, to Trump, he was very gracious after Charlie Kirk. Unlike those other monsters, he was the one who was saying how awful it was, So I don't think Rob Reiner was quite to the level of some of these people. So but like I said, him and Trump kind of had that personal thing. So however you want to handle it, that's fine. All right, let's do our lunacy, shall we? 1 second.
Yeah, bring it.
Yeah.
All right, if you guys can figure out whether this is good or whether you should be agreeing or not, let me know.
All them motherfuckers in Washington getting washed away.
Cause y'all was never supposed to be here. Once we woke up, judgment is on here. Yeah, judgment is down on the land. The mother ain't playing. Huh. The son is not playing. And we, the real ones, are not playing. We coming for what's ours. You hear me? It's time for y'all to go. Y'all came and had y'all fun on our shit. Ain't even give us no type of respect. Y'all just used us and abused us to get what the fuck y'all want. To keep y'all shit going on. And to keep us in a loop so we won't find out who the hell we is. But now we know. Now we stepping
Her
in there.
boobs look
now we strong in
absolutely
there. And it's
humongous.
They do. I didn't notice that before, but you pointed that out. They're enormous. Yeah.
I just can't get over the fact that she can't speak English.
Here's the thing. There you go. I think honestly, I think she's kind of on our side. I don't know. She gets there, like I said. It's as everybody has found out as I put in the chirps. She does have the brother and sister smoke alarm affliction.
Oh, y'all. You hear me? You NPCs. You skin folk that ain't kin folk. I hear y'all on here whining
Those
and
things
crying.
are humongous.
Cause y'all time ain't no praying for y'all, nigga. We don't pray. Who the fuck y'all praying to? Who the fuck y'all praying to? That little fake motherfucker that y'all used to pray to ain't helping y'all, man. None of them motherfuckers helping y'all. Never was. Never was. So y'all ass is done for. All y'all. It's over with. I don't give a fuck about any of y'all fake celebrities dying. Fuck them all. All of them could die for all the fuck I give because they fake anyway. And y'all hating on Trump.
That was the battery falling out of her smoke alarm.
She just said y'all hating on Trump.
Give that character his, you know what I'm saying? Give it to him because he making shit go right. They playing out this motherfucking movie because that's how it's supposed to go.
Okay.
Y'all think he was going to come and say, help y'all with y'all shit? Hell no. Y'all got to respect the children. We are the children of Mother Earth. Y'all don't understand that?
I believe the children are the future. Teach them well.
Let them lead the way.
Let them lead the way.
Crazymouse, you shouldn't have said that because that's all I could think about is her big boobs.
I can only think about the smoke alarm. That's boobs aside. Where's Barbara Billingsley when we need her? Badger, yeah. It's funny. I was coming in the door and it was probably on like Me TV or something. Yeah, Leave It to Beaver was just on. I'm like, the sounds of my childhood. L.J. Costanzo for $10. Thank you. There's a way. How do y'all? Here's a 10-spotter to raise up respect to Mr. Gil Buck Rogers. Yeah. R.I.P. Gil Gerard. I'd have something funny to say, but the well-endowed lady seems to have all the bases covered. Ouch.
I saw that movie in the movie theater when it came out.
Which one?
Buck Rogers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was a TV show, wasn't it?
It was a movie first.
Oh, was it really?
I think so.
Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep. Hey,
Had
Buck.
to have been. Me and my cousin saw it.
Cool. That's something I wouldn't have been attuned to back then. We're talking like 1980, right? 81.
It was a television show.
Yeah. We need Barbara Billingsley, says Edgelord King for $2. Oh, premiered as a movie. You're right. You're right. Don't doubt yourself just because I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm getting old.
That's right. You're a little older, so you'd have remembered. Yeah, Gil Gerard passed away at 80. Yep.
Aaron Gray.
Aaron Gray.
Aaron Gray.
Beep, beep, beep.
All right. What else do we got?
Okay, Shay, don't overreact.
Worst day of her life. She got a car from her parents.
Oh.
How could you possibly be crying?
Tell me those are happy tears.
Nope.
It gets worse. It gets worse.
She's mad because it's, like a Toyota Camry, I think? It's like some sort of Toyota sedan. Her parents got her a car. That's lock, honey. Dum-dum. I can tell that from here.
It's brand new.
It's like nice and clean.
Oh my God.
See, I'm getting angry for her parents.
Oh, if you were to show like one video, show me one video that demonstrates like what's wrong with society, what's wrong with today's youth. And it's not just like the youth of today, they don't understand. It's like, no, this wouldn't have flown in any generation up to now that you're crying about getting a new fucking car. How spoiled are you?
Oh man, I just can't. I'd take the keys. Okay, sweetheart, you're right. You don't get this car. I'm gonna give this car to the neighbor kid down the way. You walk from now on forever. I ain't buying you shit.
Yeah.
Neighbor kid gets this car.
Yeah, I would
find a place to live, sweetheart.
I would be like, okay, here's your bus pass.
Yeah.
Hope there's no brother sitting behind you. Yeah, Princess Ardala, she was a hottie too. That show was like, yeah, there was fertile ground for a young lad.
There's a lot of hotties in the show.
Oh yeah, guest stars and stuff. I still like the space vampire one. That was like my favorite episode. Kind of like had a Nosferatu. He was like an energy vampire, but he was like a Nosferatu vampire. God, that was a good one. It was very Aaron Gray heavy too. Wilma Deering.
No, because you're telling me that a conservative man is going to see me walking by in all of my amazingness and say, "Oh yeah, that's a man." Do you see this face? Do you see this cute little top
Thought you were
with the
trying to
bitty-
lose weight.
Lay off me, I'm starving! Do you see the high-waisted jeans highlighting all of the assets?
Very
Come on,
nice.
girl. I'm gonna get catcalled before I get called out for being trans.
No,
Let's
you're gonna
be
get cat
real.
food. Someone's gonna throw cat food at you.
Cat food, yeah. Here's your little soup. Oh yeah, I love it when Antifa gets shown up. Yeah, Charlie Kirk, guy wearing a Charlie Kirk Freedom shirt. This little Antifa faggot comes over and tries to kick his phone out of his hand. Let's see how this goes. Hint, hint. If I'm showing it, it probably doesn't go well for the Antifa guy. Boom. Boom. Down goes faggot. See ya. I love how he didn't realize he was in a fight, even though he just wanted to cheap shot him. So if you look back, the guy's just like,
right.
He like flicked up. The dude's like, you don't realize we're in a fucking boxing match
Right.
now. And then boom, boom. Nice temple shot to end it out. Titties and beer for $5. When we were kids, we had beer goggles. Now we need crack.
Crack is whack.
Crack is whack, yeah. LJ Costanzo for $5. Cat called, more like cat vomit. Hey-oo.
Oh, I got one for that.
You work all fucking day, you don't got shit.
As we were talking earlier, these vultures, these leeches that come into our country from Somalia, they're all Muslim too. There's no Somali Christians.
Hey, Irish. I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now. Somalian in the U.S. mocks Americans.
Hey, I'm in the movie with the Forrest Gump guy. Did you ever see that interview with him?
Yeah.
Thank you for working so hard so I can be home all day, free. I can use my EBT. Go to work for me, white boy, white girl. Yeah. Go to work for me, you fucking white animals. Fucking work for me. Yeah, you fucking work for me.
So it's like, I understand. You're bilking us. You're bilking the system. I hate it. I hate you. I think we should fling you all in a trebuchet into the Atlantic Ocean. In the same respect, how good are you living off of EBT? How good are you living off of public housing? Is that all you aspire to, you little low-life animal?
That's all they do. I mean, honestly, they're the best modern day pirates ever.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
hand it to them. When they were doing that stuff, at least that was one thing you guys were good at. For about a year and a half or 2 year period, you guys brought back piracy, high seas piracy. That's a little something. I grant you. At least you were relevant.
Right.
Now all you're relevant for is just acting up in Minnesota. You guys got to be loving it up there in that cold weather too. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Just popped in to say hi. Oh, 43rd and 20th. Holy shit.
I know, double dipping.
My man.
Wow, congratulations.
So he got married
Congrats,
on his
man.
birthday.
Yeah. Oh, wow, yeah. Best birthday present ever, I bet.
Yep.
Congrats. Tell everyone we said hello.
And the U.S. government is the...
Is that wonky? Is that Uric the Despised? Anybody that watches the live plays would understand that one. Me and Wonky wanted to crucify a character. And Wonky is such a good player. Like he is like hands down like the best player in our group. And this leper who promised he wasn't going to molest anyone did to one of our guys. He like touched him and like diseased him. And Wonky is like, okay, I am going to crucify you. And I'm like, immediately like, I'm on that. Like, I'll help you. I suffered a level loss to help crucify this guy. And we could not get it done for, let's just say for various reasons.
The dice gods weren't agreeing?
Sort of. Some of the group wasn't agreeing, I guess. I'm just like, guys, just let us have this. We want to crucify this person. That's where, like, as a DM, I'm thinking like, ooh, that would be kind of cool. I'm gonna do my best to make sure you have a fair shot to do that. So,
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
They work for me. All of you work for me. Now go to work.
No, go to work.
Pay them taxes. Take care of me and my people.
Take care of me and my people.
I'm the captain now.
So I can live off of $20,000 a year.
Where's your green card? I know somebody is going to be looking for you pretty soon. I just doxed you, buddy.
I have an 85 IQ, white man. You have to take care of me. Legit. This dude has like an 85 IQ at best.
Right? This is my land. I control this place. This is my reality. You all gonna be enchained. I'm gonna lock all you guys up if you don't pay your taxes.
Oh, whatever, dude.
It's gonna lock us up if we don't pay our
Whatever.
taxes. Okay, whatever you say.
This is armpit hair.
Guys, get that?
Oh my gosh!
I see it.
I don't believe it, but I see it. Oh man,
Do
I'm always trying to like look past, and I'm like, all right, shave the hair, get rid of the nose ring. Is there anything to work with there? I don't. Oh, man, just so broken.
She got. I dated a hippie a long time ago. She was one of those ladies that went down the Presque Isle and protested for the big deer hunt a whole bunch of years ago, 30 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of those group of people. She was hairy.
It wasn't solitaire. Was
No, it wasn't her. No. It was a friend. But, and you know, she was very hairy, but she was a lot of fun. This one right here just looks angry.
Well, old hippies were a little dirty, but they were still kind of fun.
Very fun.
Because they were all about freedom and love.
Yes.
These people, they're just as dirty, but they're all about like hate. Like it's just, that's the one thing that drives them is just like this little kernel of hate that's like uranium-238. It has like a half-life of like 30,000 years, so they'll never get rid of it.
Right.
Wow, Chewy, what an amazing discovery. It's a good pull.
you
I like that one.
understand? Hair grows.
Interesting
in
smell you discovered.
armpits. You get it? I mean, I'll try to give you the benefit of the doubt, and maybe you haven't gone through puberty yet, but can we just stop? Like, it's 2023. This is my page and my body. I grow hair here. I grow hair there, too. I don't feel like removing it. It's not comfortable for me.
Well, then don't.
What the fuck is the problem?
You're the problem.
How can this
Yeah.
many people in one place be this fucking dense? What's the problem?
2023. Who was her president then?
That would have been Joe Biden.
Yeah.
That would have been Joe Biden. That is... Oof.
She's by herself right now, so she wasn't getting enough attention. Oh, there's my YouTube. Time for attention.
It's my TikTok, my YouTube. Patchouli oil doesn't cover the stink, yeah. You said it, brother. You said it.
Oh, I saw this one.
This one, yeah.
I have not seen this one.
Has a happy ending. Obviously drunk. Everybody in the crowd's like, oh!
How's that go, Crazymouse? Equal rights?
Equal laughs.
Yeah. Damn. That brother, he was not playing.
Hit her with the stun gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Craig talking about Red before. I can fix her for 2. That's what I was kind of saying. I was kind of what I was implying. Like, can I look past, let's shave the armpit hair. Let's pull that nose ring out. Is there anything there? There's some bones there, like just physically, but like up here is damaged beyond repair. It's like
that can't be fixed.
It's like a motherboard that's like corrupt and there's like no replacement.
I don't have the spoons for it.
I don't have the spoon. Yeah, I don't have the spoons for it.
You do realize that if an American president uses the American military on American citizens on American soil, he's declaring war on the American people. You understand that, right?
All right, guesses on his testosterone levels.
What I understand is that he got those glasses in a bargain bin, and those are not prescriptions. They're just to make him look pretty.
Those are girl glasses.
Yes, they
trust me.
are.
I've gone glasses shopping with Mrs. D long enough. I know, and even she would be like, "I can't wear those. Those are like old lady glasses." She's like, "Those are like zany old lady glasses."
Or Nana's glasses. Mommy, can I have Nana's glasses? She doesn't need them where she's dead. Okay, you can have them, Junior.
Yeah, go ahead. You can play with them.
And if Trump does that, if Trump uses the American military on American citizens, on American soil, the American people will fight back.
That's a good reference.
Against him. We'll have no choice but to fight back against him. You understand that, right?
You do understand.
He's constantly making the Spock symbol with his fingers.
It's a code. I don't know.
Look, listen here, lobster boy.
These guys, they just something. I was gonna say the strong have a visceral hatred of the weak, but it's not even you don't even have to be that strong to hate someone like that. Like as a dude, there's just a revulsion when you see someone like that. Your first thought is like, dude, what are you doing? Like you have no muscle mass on you at all. Like zero.
Right.
Yeah.
Why? They let you wear that shirt here? Yes. Why?
Target. This is at Target. This woman wearing the red Freedom Charlie Kirk shirt is a worker at Target. And this mother of ballers is harassing her.
Busting ballers.
Yeah.
Why are you taking my picture? Why are you wearing that shirt? You're working. It's not a Target
red
shirt.
I can wear any red shirt.
It's not a plain shirt.
It doesn't have to be
It's a Charlie Kirk shirt.
Yes. Yes, I know.
Are you fucking stupid?
No.
What?
This lady is like old.
Just trying to do my job and reshop these clothes.
Yeah, leave Nana alone. I really think that sometimes we just are lacking a lot of slaps. I just think people need public slaps. I'm just thinking that we just have to have more public slaps.
I'm with this. I'm with this new movement, Rogan. I like your. If you have a newsletter, let me know. I'll sign up for it.
Why would you wear that? You're at work at Target. That's not a Target shirt. It's not a plain red shirt.
Not a plain red shirt.
You support a racist.
It's not racist.
You support a racist.
He's not a racist.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he fucking is.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stand here and argue with you.
You're not. You should go get your manager. You should not be allowed to wear that at work.
What a piece of shit.
Unacceptable.
Ditto.
Unfucking acceptable.
That's your opinion.
No, the opinion is he's a fucking racist and you support him.
That's your opinion, ma'am.
And you shouldn't. You should not be allowed to wear that.
Wait, she held herself together. Very nice.
Yeah. Have a nice day, man.
Be taken above your fucking
I just hope when this young lady right here gets to an age like that, she is endlessly bothered and harassed by people far more ignorant than she is. And I think that, I just think that she deserves it. I just think whatever happens when you get to that lady's age right there, you get 100-fold. You deserve it. Leave the lady alone.
Oh, she's married. I'll show you what her husband's up to in a moment.
It gets worse.
The Cheney special.
Ball and a chain in his mouth. Ball gag.
I think that's Ryan over on Rumble for 5. Thank you very much. Just got done with my conference call. I can confirm that we're not mobilizing in the U.S. Shut the fuck up, you fat tart. Had to come here due to YouTube infringement. Thank you, Ryan. Much appreciated.
Excellent.
Oh, really? She got a... Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, I'm all for this. Like, all these white women who are waking up and just like they're getting harassed by all these brothers and that, and they're just dropping hard R's left and right, and then they're getting fired, and then they're making like a zillion times more through their GoFundMe's than they ever would at their regular jobs. I'm all for it. I will contribute. Maybe I have contributed. Not given specifics, but maybe I have contributed to a few of those because I think we really need to do a cultural reset. And people like this cunt here, and she really is a cunt. I don't use that term lightly. Just a horrible person. To Rogan's point, yeah, little public humiliation would do her a lot of good.
That's insane. Insane. In fucking insane.
You yell at someone's grandma.
Piece of shit.
Just called her a piece of shit. Like, why wouldn't you be like, I can't believe how stupid she is for wearing that, doesn't she know? But just these people have nothing but hatred in their heart. It's why every time we do this show, I have less and 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 less tolerance for these people. Like I said, there'd have been a time when, man, let me just say this. I hope these people get what's coming to them.
I just can't imagine. Like, I'd look back at my youth going to Hills, for example, with my parents growing up, shopping when I was a little kid and that. And I just can't imagine, looking back, ever seeing an adult woman harass somebody's grandmother in a store and no one taking action. Some dude's father, some store manager would walk up and escort the lady right out right away. You just don't do that. And then the police be called because obviously that person is remarkably deranged.
Well, here's what would have happened, Rogan, even probably 10 to 15 years ago. She'd have gone home to her husband. She'd have been, guess what I did? I harassed an old lady for wearing a Charlie Kirk shirt. I said she was a piece of shit. I told her that. He'd have cuffed her in the fucking face,
Yes.
gave her some bitch blush, and said, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Absolutely.
Don't you ever embarrass me like that again. Go make me a turkey pot pie. But this bitch doesn't have that because this is her husband, Jose Ponce, Michaela's husband, posing in front of a America Needed Charlie Kirk sticker, pointing at his neck, the place where Charlie Kirk was shot. Make this piece of shit family famous. They are. She's had to private her TikTok. That's a little faggy man that she's married to. Needs to be slapped right in the face.
She got fired?
Did she?
Well, they're saying she was a nurse.
Was a nurse. Okay.
Past tense.
Good. Already fired. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if like the left put their own GoFundMe, but honestly, if you're a white woman, you don't get on the left.
No.
On the purity rung, guess what? You're a straight white woman, you're almost at the bottom.
They eat their own.
Yeah. If it's a black chick, oh my Lord, she'd be a millionaire by now. Good Lord, they made that one kid who stabbed the track kid, gave him like $500,000. I love how they didn't even use. They gave that. What was his name? It was like a basketball player's name, wasn't it? So it wasn't like Latrell Sprewell or whatever. Who's the little brother? The young black kid who stabbed the one to death. Chat, help me out there.
I'm not sure what your name, but I know.
No, it's gonna roll in here in 5, 4, 3. Carmelo Anthony. Thank you very much.
Carmelo with a K.
Carmelo with a K. Yeah. I like how they raised like $500,000 for him, and he's using like a public defender. I think his family took the money that was supposedly for his like defense, like spent it on, I don't know, whatever they spent it on, purple drank and like a mansion or something like that.
An Escalade.
An Escalade. Yeah, an Escalade is in there. Yeah. It's good to see that cunt is fired. I hope she's destitute. I don't care what happens to her. I don't think as a Christian you owe it. Here's the thing. Jesus will forgive you if you believe he is Lord. If you believe Jesus is the Savior, Christ and Lord, he will forgive you. I don't have to forgive you.
Say Christ is Lord. Say Christ is Lord. Say it.
Say it, Lauren. I don't have to forgive you. It's like one of those things like when they always talk about like cases. Like I don't want to presume that they're guilty. Why? Are you in the jury pool? Right. The only people who can't presume that somebody's guilty are in the jury pool. You can think whatever you want. And I think these are garbage people. I hope they end up homeless. I hope they end up begging for money. I don't think there's any, barring a complete and utter transition, not in that respect, but like to like common sense, there's no helping them. They're utterly evil.
Edgelord, what are you talking about?
My grandpa was watching a sexist movie last night.
Oh boy, what was it? This ought to be good. Mrs. Mouse comes into the room and she always says, Crazy Mouse, I was thinking. And I always say, oh, this ought to be good.
Boy. Here we go.
And I asked him to turn it off so that I could talk to him about how and why it was sexist and why I didn't want him to watch it in front of me. He told me that I shouldn't be upset about other people's actions. Okay, so you know what? I backed his car out of the garage, and I'm not going to put it back in. As my action, I'm going to leave it out there, and I'm going to see if it bothers him. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to play Hot Girl Bummer, and I'm going to play that as loud as I want, whenever I want, at whatever time of day I want. Does that affect you?
Until Grandpa kicks you out of his fucking house.
So Grandpa's letting you stay there? That's how you're treating him.
Wait for it.
Okay.
Oh, and now I can't live here.
All right. I knew that was coming.
You need that. You know what we need is that drop of when it's like all those black dudes at the playground when someone drops some knowledge and they all go,
yeah, the whole point, yeah.
That's a meme that we should get for Rogan.
Yes.
That's fun.
Remind me. I'll do that. I couldn't remember if we did this. So it seemed vaguely familiar, but I didn't.
She does?
Yeah, maybe not.
Not to me.
Yeah, not to me.
All right, it's all these stories are similar. You'll get the gist of what I'm talking about.
I guess she left us with the question, what movie was it?
Finding Nemo.
I know, yeah. Like inquiring minds want to know.
Can you ma'am, can you make another video and talk about what movie it was?
Can we get a little update? Where you living? What movie? All right, here we go. Oh boy. Bad decision girl number 10,000.
So an Ottawa police officer just sexually harassed me at the gym. As one does, of course. He was doing chest flies. I was standing in front of him and I was respecting him in his fucking space and wanted him to be able to see his form. So I kept moving out of the way so that he could see himself in the mirror. And after I did this twice, he stops me and he's like, yeah, it's okay. I may just be a dirty old man. Here it comes. But I almost don't mind if you're standing in front of me while I do this. And I did what we all do as women when we get comments like that. I just went, ha ha ha. Turned around and I was like, fuck, I hate men. And then I was really pissed and went to turn around to tell him, like, this is not okay. And here is why. And he was gone. I got a Good Life associate, told her, and she wanted to see where it happened so that she could find it on camera, because I was like, fuck, I don't want to come back here with this dude. Like, I'm uncomfortable as shit right now. He was there. I was like, oh, this is him. Confronted him. And then when I told him that was not okay, you made me feel uncomfortable, he was like, I'm sorry. And I was like, no, like, this is not cool. It's not okay. Then he tells me, I actually rescind my apology. Anyway, here's the video.
All right, so she was, I don't know why she did this. She should have just left it like, this is what happened. And all right, well, see you guys later. Instead, she posted the actual video. And as you can imagine, it didn't go quite at the end the way she said it was going to go.
And I kept moving out of the way. Oh, that's him. Ew. Oh, fuck off. No. I don't give a shit. It's inappropriate. I don't appreciate it, and it made me feel fucking uncomfortable. This is a place where I come to feel fucking safe. Oh, I should be. Yes, I know. And you made me feel unsafe. I don't fucking appreciate that. And for me to have to go, no, it's okay. No, it's not okay. I'm fucking autistic. This is my fucking safe space. I come here to fucking lift, and you're fucking disgusting as I'm moving out of the way so you can see yourself in the fucking mirror. Fuck you.
Wow.
Wow, what?
I rescind my apology.
You're nuts.
Happy ending. Great.
I rescind my apology. Oh, God. Fair warning, though, guys. Just don't talk to these women. I mean, if he was smart, he'd have seen like, oh, this is like, yeah, bad news. Like,
you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I'm so sick of old people's comments. I'm so sick of old people calling Gen Zs, millennials, soft for...
She says as she's posting from her bed, literally under her comforter.
Right.
Matt Mercer wants it back, by the way.
Yeah.
taking care of ourselves and for knowing ourselves and knowing what we want and what we don't want. Look, I'm sorry that motherhood was pushed onto you all. I'm sorry that you were never told the full details about what it entails. I'm sorry that you were never allowed to talk about your struggles back in the day. And I'm sorry that you still carry your parents' voices inside your heads. Us caring for ourselves, taking sick days, does not make us soft.
Yes, it does.
In fact, I work with
it does, yeah.
mostly women who encourage me to stay home when I'm sick. And to be honest with you,
it's because they're backstabbing you when you're home, as all women do.
I would rather be soft than an abusive asshole that puts their trauma on everyone else, like you all do.
Literally does not happen. Yeah, the opposite happens. But.
Boomers and honestly a lot of Gen Xers walk around thinking that struggle equals moral superiority, that suffering and pain equals moral superiority.
It does in a way. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying if it's, if it's over the line and like you are in a really, really bad place. But what's that old saying? A little suffering is good for the soul.
It is.
It is.
Every generation, I don't care. Every generation needs to go through trials and tribulations. Every individual in every generation needs to have a handful of things to make them as adjusted as possible. You need to suffer the death of a pet when you're young. You need to suffer the death of a parent, when you're in your 20s. You need to have a heartbreak. You need to have a heartbreak twice. You need to be backstabbed by friends. These things you need. You need to have workers stab you in the back. You need these things in life. You don't need a life full of misery, but you need to go through these things. So in the future, you know how to handle it well, and you can give sage advice to somebody who might be going through this. These things you need to accomplish and go through life. You can't be soft underneath your blanket all the time, pointing the finger at the older generation, saying that we're the problem, and you're not.
Preach it. Yeah. Agree 100%, buddy.
Thank you. I apologize. I got myself.
No. Well, yeah, workforce of mostly women. Yeah. Yeah. Catty and soft. And it's like, it's that duality, Chris. Titties and beer for $5. Spoiler alert. She's not really sick. Yeah, we've got that. Yeah. This is not Klingon approved. She is Kippa without honor.
A friend at work told me one time, I mentioned it around the table. He made the comment to me, and I use it every now and then. That woman right there, soft as pancakes.
Yeah,
she's soft
as baby shit. Yeah. Soft as pancakes. Yeah. It does kind of remind me what you were saying, and the Klingon thing maybe just kind of jarred it. It kind of reminded me of Star Trek 2. Remember when Kirk was at the lowest point, when they were trapped in the asteroid, waiting, and his son was like, or was it his son or his ex-wife? He's like, you never really had to face death before. And he's like, no, I didn't. I cheated it. I didn't. I did everything but face it. And it's like, then later in the movie, he has to actually face it, kind of for the first time. Very powerful. But those things do build you. Because I got news for you. We all going to end up in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of gangster. I'm not soft, just sleepy.
Good night, Chris.
See you, Chris.
Good night,
Good to see you, buddy.
When it's not. You all just never went to therapy because, oh, that's what crazy people do. I'll bet you your kids hate you. I'll bet you your kids don't even speak to you.
Yeah, you ain't even gonna have any kids for one. Okay, you're gonna be one of these women who wait until they're 40 to get married and then realize, oh shit, all the good men, they won't even give me the time of day anymore. And who are you to say who's, the kids are going to hate you for what? Taking care of them, for loving them, and for, not giving them everything. Well, if they hate you for that, I mean, that's a societal thing, and we have people like you to blame. That's why, quite frankly, I detest people like you. Detest
Generation
these kind of women.
Softies. No, I would actually say that Gen Zs and millennials are very smart. You all are a generation of individuals, and I'm especially talking to boomers and older Gen Xers, of people who never healed from their trauma, that are, like I said, putting it onto everyone else. You are a generation of jaded, sad individuals, and I truly feel sorry for you.
Oh, you do. As you're begging us for money.
Yeah.
Rogan, this is DJ Widget's a little confused.
No,
by
no,
something.
he's right. DJ Widget's right. I was a bit.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
You meant you're heartbroken in your 20s, not lose your parents.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Here's what we do.
Oh boy.
Women, give men nothing. Not an ounce of your attention.
No problem. Go on.
He gets nothing. I don't care who he is. He pledges allegiance to the matriarchy.
All right.
And you do that, sweetheart, but you should have done that before that man did all that work in your house, all that woodwork in your house there.
Yeah.
You should have done that before he did that work for you.
Sure, there was a very capable female carpenter who did all that and built that thing. Ryan for 10. The bitterest.
Bitter dregs.
Lost both of my parents. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I lost
sorry
both your
about that.
parents by 22. Yep, sorry, brother. Cared for them for years. Losing them was the bitterest of dregs, of course, but I realized how much it developed who I was. Yeah, that kind of loss is never good, but it's
what you make out of it.
Yeah, it's kind of how you deal with it. Life happens, but you got to make the best of it. Yep. It's a true test. Will it break you or will it make you stronger? And I've met Ryan in person. Trust me, he is a very strong young lad.
Good dude.
Good dude. Yeah, one of the
Someone
best.
was trying to figure out what got that girl so sick, and they came to the conclusion that she probably had an argument with her cat.
She was getting too close. The cat thwomped her on the head.
He stands with us in public. That's it. Just to be clear, matriarchies are power with, not power over.
No.
They're
nope.
Heaven.
They're heaven.
The only thing I get out of this, honestly, is like, what does 805 mean?
It's got to be her area code. Does anybody know where that area code is?
I don't know. I mean, everything else is just stupid.
She's probably a 304.
Yeah, she a 304 for sure.
I don't even know what that is.
Ho.
That's what he's
Okay.
Upside down.
Oh,
Heaven.
ho.
That's it.
Oh my God! They stealing!
It's a beer brand.
They stealing.
Of course.
Why do they do this? Have you noticed they do this? Like these women when they're doing this, like, oh, Popeye. Remember that one chick was like, oh, what's going on, Popeyes? Yeah. Literally just watching a bunch of brothers rob the fucking store. Not even trying to stop them.
Why not, boys? Y'all ain't gonna leave out with it.
I paid for this shit.
This is outrageous. They all just stealing.
That shit not cute. Y'all got mom and dad.
Dirty
That's
as
a mess.
shit.
That's not cute.
Encourage them and then say it's not good.
Then the store closes and then they'd be like, we got nowhere to eat. We got a food desert here. There's a food desert here.
You know, a little while back, we had the African American woman and her neighbor going around. Everything was all closed. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But this store's closed, and
that was in Oakland. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was in Oakland.
Everything around them closed. Why? Because your people, did that.
Yeah. No accountability. Nothing.
I want their names.
Not everybody. You might be under the impression because there was the Australian, shooting attack on the Jewish, get together, done by a father-son, again, Muslim, the scourge of the world, Islam. Literally nothing good ever comes from Islam. It's a gutter. It's the end point. Like when you take a wrong turn at the end of that is like Islam. This is the community. Yep. Thank you, Cal.
Yep. And Jeffrem's out.
See you, Jeffrem.
Good night.
There's at least one politician who has some nuts down in Australia. It's too late, though. They disarmed the public after the Port Arthur shooting. Like 35 people died. And then they were happy to get everybody to turn in their guns. And now, you're just target practice for when somehow these Muslims end up with like 5 guns. Boy, it's almost like by design that a Muslim can end up with 5 guns somehow in Australia, where there's this, some of the strictest gun laws in the world. But everybody else, they either have, they may have a hunting rifle or, most likely nothing. You literally cannot say, I'm using it for self-defense in Australia as a reason for getting a gun.
Because we have had a tradition of toleration. These people are not tolerating us. So you won't tolerate us, we want you out of this country. Right? Because this country is fed up with your, we must be nice to everybody. Well, I'm not particularly nice to people that crossed the border, invaded another country and murdered over 1,200 people. Tick the boxes. Do they have democracy? Do they have rule of law? Do they have Christianity or some similar belief system? Do they have egalitarian traditions? Do they have industrial awards? Now, if they don't tick the boxes, they don't come here. If you have anti-Australian sentiments, then get the hell out of my country.
Amen.
Damn Good. Right. That's someone Paul Hogan would be proud of.
That's a knife.
That's a knife.
Foster's.
Australian for beer. All those things he was saying, like egalitarian beliefs, you will not find any of that in any Islamic country. Period. It's like unless it's like those ones that are just like oil still, like, and they're sort of like quasi almost Western. Man, most of them, like I said, just the pits.
I will literally post, oh, look, Chernobyl's leaking again. We've got a problem. Or, oh, look. It's like, why are you covering up for Jews? Or, oh, man, this hurricane sure devastated this area. Please donate. Jews. Look, the Muslim Brotherhood is celebrating the murder of all these Jews. Yeah, why you care about them Jews? Well, A, I don't want to kill the Jews. And B, the Muslims want to kill all the Christians too, you dumbasses. So there's a lot of right-winger populists, not a lot, but it's a big minority, that literally love Islam. They all kissy-fishy all over the internet, and they have joint symposiums together, and they talk about the, National White Alliance with Islam. You guys are idiots. Absolute. I'm going to explain to you like this like you're 5 years old. You won't even know what it is, though, to you fake nationalists, fake Christian patriots. If I had a glass of water here and a glass of water right here, and one had a couple tablespoons of arsenic in it, and the other had a couple tablespoons of cyanide in it, and I'm like, don't drink the arsenic and don't drink the cyanide. And you're like, why are you covering up for the arsenic? And I'm like, or here's an easier one. There's a box right here, and it's got 5 or 6 black widows in it and 5 or 6 brown recluses. Both deadly, both can kill you. And I don't want to stick my hand in either box. Can you understand that? Like, I don't want a heart attack, and I also don't want cancer. See, it's like, you understand that, right? Like, I don't want to eat dog shit or cat shit. You understand, right? You can get that in your head. But the Muslims are funding a lot of this Israel obsession, that Israel is in total control of everything, including what time you have a bowel movement, to try to take over our populist movement so that we'll stand down and let them take over. No, you can stand up for sovereignty when Israel tries to push us around, and you can do it to the Muslims too, and they're allied with the globalist left. Look at the universities, look at Soros, look at it, you idiots. The threat is real. Yeah, Europe's further down the rat hole than we are, but we're getting drug into it too. And there's not long to turn this around. Good God. But I realize most of you don't have any depth. All you know is a bunch of anti-Jew terms, and you think that's the whole universe. It's not.
Agree 100%. Who would have thought there'd come a day like when if you're agreeing with Alex Jones, you'd have been like, "Oh man, you're soft. You're agreeing with Alex Jones," but he's absolutely right about these these people that just Jew-sperg about everything. Like, look, like Jews, hate Jews. I don't care. Okay, but when a bunch of Muslims like kill people or blow things up, and your first thing is like, "Oh, it's the Jews, man. It's the Jews." You're fucking retarded. Just literally just don't say a fucking word. Like I said, I literally don't care if you don't think the Holocaust happened. I don't care if you don't like Jews. That's fine. You know, I'll still talk to you, you know, whatever. But it's like, stop giving cover to these animals, these utter Islamic animals, by saying, "Oh, well, it's, you know, it's really the Jews." Fuck Alex Jones talking sense about all this. Craig Bragg for 10. It's the same in Canada. If you have a baseball bat in your car and a cop asks, you say you're on a ball team. You say it's for defense, you'll be charged with possession with intent.
That's crazy.
That man, his man.
Oh, hate to. Thank you, Craig.
I gotta say, that is Alex Jones. I agree with that. I've heard him say things that I cosmically don't agree with.
Oh yeah,
but I
understand. I agree with the guy more than I disagree. But it's just amazing how there is this sort of, and obviously it's Spic Fuentes and all these people like him. And it's just, and the thing is, I think a lot of the Groypers like Nick Fuentes thinks it's like a big joke. Like he was talking about like Pearl Daly, and
I actually don't mind her.
I like her.
I like half of which, I like maybe 60-70% maybe of what she says. She can be a little much at times. But yeah, generally speaking, she's entertaining. But like Nick Fuentes was talking about her. He's like, "Oh yeah, Pearl, she blames women almost as much as I blame the Jews." Just kind of laughing over it. It's like, motherfucker, you ain't even serious about this shit. You are doing this just because it's like on brand for you. But like people are like eating it up. It's like, if somebody's doing this on purpose to like divide the right, they're doing a good job, because you have people like Alex Jones who are now being called like, "Oh my God, you can't trust Alex Jones anymore for right wing or conservative stuff." Like, motherfucker, what? Alex Jones, who like endured how many years? In exile, man. Yeah, he did. He predicted a lot of it.
Quasimodo predicted all this.
Yeah, I mean, he's and you know what? He talks a lot of sense now. And like I said, I don't fucking care if you hate Jews. Hate Jews as much as you want. Go to town, okay? But just stop giving them credit for stuff that they obviously didn't do. He's absolutely right. "Oh, it's the Jews. It's the Jews. It's the Jews." And it's like, seriously, if they controlled as much as you think they control, it's almost like we would deserve it because we're so fucking stupid. Enough.
I agree.
There's one thing I wanted to, one second here. Where the fuck is that? Man, I did oh, here we go. Okay. I got it. This is another good one.
White people are tired of hearing racism, oppression,
oh God, they're racist against me. White people are tired of hearing black people's excuses of why they can't graduate high school, why they can't raise their kids. Black kids running all over the city, no parents. I know why, because the parents let them do this shit. I've worked with black parents for decades. They won't work with you. They won't cooperate. Their lives are going down the tubes, and I can't get black parents to do anything, especially black mothers. I have seen black mothers chase the men that wanted to be there for their kids out of the state with their obnoxious, degrading, and conflicting behaviors constantly.
You just trying to kill me.
So everything that guy's saying, just you want to see it played out, you want to see it writ large, here you go. CVS. What do we got going on here?
Get the fuck off of me. I'm not stopping with you. You just trying to kill me. Stop.
He did nothing wrong. I was here the entire time.
He did nothing wrong. He a good boy.
Instead of yelling over, telling your son to shut up and comply.
I don't think it's her son. I think they were just
worse.
there.
The peanut gallery.
Apparently, he threatened like the lady at the counter with a knife, as you'll find out in a moment here.
He did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong.
He did nothing wrong.
It was him.
He's a little boy. He is a
He a good boy, as Graybeard said. He a good boy.
minor. He is a minor. And he did nothing wrong the entire time.
No, because it was him. He beat me up. I'm not stopping for y'all. He beat me up already.
Baby, just let go. Just let go and let him. Just let him.
You're fucking nasty. Get off. Let him go.
Yes, he's a minor. They need to take his badge.
It don't matter.
Yeah. They need to take his badge.
They need to really take his badge.
He came aggressive. I'm not. Let me go. It's on video. If y'all let me go, it's on like that. My mom. It was all her fault. It was her. Back up. Do not tell mom. Do not. You're trying to take me down. What is your mom's number?
No, Israel officer, you did this. You did this. You did this. What did I do? You did this. You did this. You did this. No, I was in the store the entire.
He threatened me with a knife. And you got some dumb Shamiqua out there saying, no, you did this. You did this.
Oh, man.
This is, as somebody said, it's the basis of our whole real estate market. Just trying to get away from these people as far as you can.
I used to hate when Walmart implemented the drive-up pickup thing. I hated it. I didn't think that was right. You know, after getting rid of cash register people and stuff like that. If I cannot go into any store anymore, and you know, for a lot of reasons, unfortunately, you know, these things pop up, and you know, it's gonna happen. I don't want to be in a situation where they're going off. Next thing you know, there's 20 of them saying that dude didn't do anything wrong. People are getting tossed. I don't want any of that. Just give me my shit and let me go. Like, this is, you know, again, I would rather walk into a store, buy my stuff, and walk out. I know getting rid of women or people, probably not women, but, you know, the people at the cash registers, now it's all automated. Why? Well, the safety. You know, if I can go to the drugstore and get all my stuff picked up, if I can go to Wegmans, Walmart, whatever, get my stuff, I'd rather do it. If it was a drive-through up at the mall, I'm there.
Yep.
Just give me my sneakers and let me go. I don't want to deal with any of you.
I do not want to interact with these people at all.
I know, because you see this and you see it all the time. We see it this right here, you know, and this is 1 of 1,000 that day across America. 2,000 a day across America.
Yep. See you, Ryan.
Take care, Ryan.
Good night, Ryan.
Oh, work is blowing up. When your work blows up, that's not good. So we'll hope for the best for you, brother.
Time, honey, I saw it all. No, defend you because he did nothing wrong. You were following him from the time he walked in the store. No, honey, no. Y'all are so wrong for this. Y'all are so wrong. And he is a freaking minor. He a
minor. He threatened the lady with a knife, but he is a minor. He can do that if he wants.
His
nerf. This is a child.
He's just a child. I love that too. He's just a child.
I can hear you. I don't need you yelling. I'm not a child. And I'm not your child.
Exactly.
They would have never. Just let them cuff you. Just let them cuff you.
Baby, let them cuff you. Baby, go ahead and let them cuff you. Back up. Baby, go ahead.
These fucking cops must be. I know there's bad cops out there, but most of these guys, they just want to fucking. They don't want to deal with these people and deal with this. And it's like every time they see these people milling about, it's probably like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Another day in paradise.
Don't catch me again. Please don't catch me again.
How many fucking popcorns y'all need, bro?
This is a damn child. This is somebody's baby. This is a child.
Somebody's baby. It's almost like, AI, create a, typical Shamiqua, at an arrest of a young black man. Like, what would she say? It's like literally everything this person is saying.
You don't take all of this.
It's somebody's child when something bad happened to the child. It's somebody's child. It's somebody's child. What about when your child's out there doing the damage, actually doing the shooting?
Yeah. Well, then it's always somebody else's fault. Yeah, it's always somebody else's fault. Yeah, it's like I can't see on the cop car. I think it's somewhere in the south. Might be South Carolina somewhere, maybe. Krug.
And I was here the entire
See a long shot.
Everything what happened.
No, I was trying to tell her what happened. I was sitting on the pool.
It don't make no sense.
How many of y'all fucking leave?
Only in that community could it make no sense that you produce a knife and threaten somebody with it and then go to jail for it. It don't make no sense.
Calm down.
Your co-worker, she did, and wait, she left behind the fucking door. Oh yeah, I would say some shit. Behind the fucking door you work at. Shut the fuck up, cause you done pissed me off. I don't care. My husband is an ex-cop. I can get up. I ain't worried about it, so shut the fuck up.
Stop resisting. We'll straighten it out.
Please calm down.
Get off of him.
Please calm down.
Y'all called because he pulled a knife on you.
No, he didn't. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing.
Rule 1, don't engage.
Literally went to the didn't do nothing. Like I said, it's almost like an AI. I was almost suspect when I looked at this clip. I'm like, was this real or did AI produce like AI just throw in a bunch of things that these women would shout at police as they're just trying to do their job?
He didn't. Let me tell you something. If she don't know the slang, she needs to shut the hell up, because the only thing he said, he'll pull out a band, and a band is money. If she don't know the slang, she needs to shut the hell up. I was here the whole entire time.
Okay, well, y'all back up.
I know that's scary, but I need to calm down.
Just tell them to walk away. Don't have a conversation.
Baby, let them cuff you. Let them cuff you and get this over with. Because they gonna get theirs. Especially that little short fucker right there. His badge need to go.
Right there. Stop resisting, sir.
There we go.
This don't make no damn sense.
It always ends up in tears. Always ends up in tears, doesn't it?
To parallel, when I got stupid when I was younger, I complied, and the cop kicked my legs out from underneath me, and I smacked into a bunch of things. I got up again in full compliance, and the cop did it again. But I was in complete compliance. You know why? He did that because he was in complete control.
Yeah.
And I was a young person that was out of control.
Respected his authority.
Even though I complied, I got a heaping helping of something. If you just comply, you're not going to go, my neck. Just comply. If they're on the wrong, they're on the wrong.
So it reminds me of that. Remember that one clip we were watching? There was the dude in the bathroom. Yeah, what's up? Yeah. By the end, he's like being arrested. And he's in fucking tears.
Oh yeah,
I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, yep.
Oh, I'm so. It's like It's just so funny. He's on his phone like, yeah, what's going on, bro?
I'm popping off.
I'm about to pop off on you. And like literally like 15 seconds later, he's like, oh, please call my mother. Craig for 2. Why do they always name their kids Didn't Do Nothing? Nothing. Nothing. Boone spleen. Oh boy. All right. So we'll sail out into the sunset with a little bit of Ben Riggs. We'll cap it at rated.
Ben Riggs presents Reading D&D Aloud. Episode 66. Secrets of the best-selling D&D adventure of all time with Rich Baker.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ben Riggs. So I told you guys about one of the best adventures in Dungeon, Ran Amore, written by this man, Rich Baker.
That's a gentleman on the left.
Yep. Ben Riggs is the D&D historian goofball. He's the one that hates Gary Gygax, right. Remember from a couple weeks back?
Certainly do, yep.
He talks like Kermit the Frog. Rich Baker, also the driving force behind a little setting called Birthright. Rich Baker is one of my favorite designers. I'm under no illusions. He's probably a lefty too. That's fine. I don't think he's very public, about his politics.
When you said Kermit the Frog, I thought exactly what Osiris thought.
Beings of all sorts, wizards, entwives, Rohirrim, what have you. Welcome to what today I'm going to call Dungeons and Dragons and Conversations. That name, it comes from one of you, so thank you very much. And we're going to keep looking for. We're on a quest for a new name for this podcast. But before I fall into that infinite pit of digression, our guest tonight is a giant in the realms, literally and figuratively. With us is Richard Baker, a legendary Dungeons and Dragons designer, novelist, and world builder whose fingerprints are all over the game. He's helped shape settings like the Forgotten Realms, Birthright, Alternity. He's designed iconic adventures, written novels, and whether he's crafting epic battles or breathing life into new worlds, Rich knows how to roll natural 20s. So grab your...
He's literally reading all that. Dude, these people are so awful at this. It's just so utterly awful. Like, just talk like a normal person, Ben. Reading a script to introduce him. Why can't you just say, this is the man behind Birthright? You know him, from Lost Mines of Phandelver. This is the legendary Rich Baker. Boom, he's in after 10, 15 seconds.
Right.
Instead, you read a very curious and weird script talking about Rohirrim and...
Guys like that, they just want to hear their own voice.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears, as we talk to Rich Baker here.
Nice and brace for adventure. Richard Baker is in the house. My intros keep getting sillier and sillier, and I kind of lean into it.
Me.
Have fun with it. Why not?
I had Ben Milton Ben Riggs here. That rhymed.
Nice.
That may have been a bridge too far. Maybe I went too far with that. But so Rich, we just started talking about what was probably your most read, most played adventure. I'm assuming by an exponential amount. When I was like, oh, I better hit record, and that is the Lost Mine of Phandelver. When I was researching for this show, I came upon a fact that I didn't know, which was that Bloomberg News actually reported some sales numbers for Phandelver. And the starter set in North America, and again, this is the 5e starter set that came out in 2014. It sold 126,000 units in 2014, which is amazing. Gangbusters, fantastic. That's, absolutely incredible. That's it's like
stupendous, joyous,
Yeah.
outrageous,
Yeah.
outlandish.
How much more can I hog this conversation? Good Lord. I think Rich Baker has said 2 lines.
I think 4 times the best-selling Dark Sun adventure ever, for example. But then over time, something happened that almost never happened to D&D sales at any other time.
I don't know if I mentioned it last time, but he looks like he's about to sing "We Are the World."
I think you did.
Yeah, that's all I can think about that mic.
D&D's entire history, they started to go up after the initial year of release. And in 2018, Bloomberg reported sales of 306,000 units sold in North America. So, I mean, it must have sold millions of copies at least, right?
Wow.
And
so 2018, just the 1 year, over 300.
2018
that's
alone.
not cumulative to that point. That's 300K into wow.
300,000K in 2018 alone, and that's before the pandemic. And I will tell you, everybody who I've interviewed from Wizards from the 5th edition era at this point, I've interviewed a dozen people. Everyone has described a sales pattern of, 5e came out and it was good. The next year, maybe there was a drop, or maybe it went up a little bit, but then in 16, it got higher again. And every year after that, it got higher and higher and higher until 2020, when it just blew off the charts. So, I mean, what did it sell 1 million copies in 2020 alone? That wouldn't be crazy to me. Even with by that point, they had, I think, the Essentials kit out too, even though there's theoretically a competing product. I mean, Fandelver's really good, and people pushed people to that. So that's not a question. It's just praise. So
it's not like anybody came to watch your guest, Ben.
He's awful.
He has a guest tonight.
He's awful.
It's like it's the same story too. Like, nobody watches this douchebag's channel. Like, he's got this thing. I'm a historian, and I have my series of fine interviews. And you look, it's got like 500 views or something. Because he's an awful interviewer. He's not very good in front of the microphone to begin with, because you can tell he's just so full of himself. He's such a fart sniffing retard. But I don't know who told him that he was good at this stuff.
To refine that into an actual query, could you tell us the story of the creation of perhaps the greatest selling D&D adventure of all time? Tell us about the creation of that as you remember it.
Sure.
It's like a terrible question too. Get that titties and beer for 2 over a Rumble. This dude is so gay, he can tell the flavor of a popsicle by shoving it in his ass.
Boy, I don't think I've ever heard that before.
I'm using that.
I'm noting that one. Titties and beer. Yeah, it's going in the Rolodex.
Gosh. So I started working on the.
Just let me interject here. Just a little bit more. Context for that question.
The adventure that become Lost Mine of Fandelver.
Look what he's doing here too. You talk to yourself essentially for probably a good 3 or 4 minutes, which is like I said, an eternity when you have a guest and you're live. He just booted a question to his guest of honor. In my opinion, like a legendary dude. Like, if Rich Baker were here, and I was interviewing him, he'd get like the Rob Kuntz treatment. That's how highly I respect and like the work of Rich Baker. This dipshit is pouring a pop out while he's speaking. This is behavior that's so unprofessional, it's beyond the pale.
In, I believe it would be late 2012, maybe first thing early 2013, because
so disrespectful.
Regrettably, Wizards of the Coast had decided they could no longer afford to retain my services.
The fools!
At the end of 2011.
Good callback there, DJ.
Unfortunately, layoffs are part of the game biz. If you work anywhere in the game biz long enough, sooner or later your turn's going to come up.
Did he just pour a White Claw? He may have.
So under Washington state law, they couldn't immediately turn around and contract me to do anything. There was a blackout of a year essentially at that point. So, while I was still, as you can imagine, a little sore at Wizards, on the other hand, they do pay well. And hey, I like D&D. I worked on it for 20 years. It's fairly easy for me to pick up a freelance project and go to work on it. So really, kind of as soon as my blackout period ended from the layoff, I was willing to take on a little work and writing a relatively short adventure. Phandelver is 25,000 words, give or take, or at least my draft of it was something close to that, and that's pretty standard size for what we would have called back in the day like a one module unit adventure. Wizards reached out and said, hey, if you're looking for freelance, we could really use someone to come in and do our adventure for the starter set of D&D.
Can I ask, when you say Wizards reached out, who at Wizards reached out?
I'm pretty sure it was Chris Perkins at that point. Yeah. Chris and I obviously go way back, and we had been working together, all the way back from TSR days, just about. So
derail the guy's
I know him
train
quite a
of
while
thought as he's talking by doing this. Congratulations.
Such a weird, like I know Phandelver was, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. He's like, Rich Baker's done so much other stuff. This should be, if you want to lead with it, fine, but like, just kind of get through it. He's like obsessed with like this one adventure that he did. Like this guy literally did the whole Birthright setting. He has his own deal now with what is it called? I can't remember. It's like a 5e setting.
And obviously I was, pretty jazzed about that. I was definitely looking for some work, and this is something I know how to do, and I was happy to dive in and
it's
get
like
my hands,
having Robert Downey Jr. and you want to talk about back to school and him playing Derek Lutz and not tell us about what it was like to be Iron Man. Like
your career. How about your career resurgence? Let's talk about when you were black, pretty much out of it, blacklisted for drugs, all that. Let's talk about your obscure first role.
Dirty with a new edition. Kind of ironically, I had done a very early on adventure in both 3rd edition and 4th edition. In 3rd edition, I had done Forge of Fury, and 4th edition, I had done Thunderspire Labyrinth. So I was kind of getting like, first year adventures in this would be
Mad Relic. They all kind of treat it like NPR too. Like, oh, we're gonna have just it's like a cozy conversation here. But he's terrible at it. Either way, he's terrible at it. He's leading his guests like just down the wrong path. Like it's not entertaining for anybody.
My 3rd edition running of doing that. So I was happy to jump in, and my philosophy in creating an adventure is always to sort of, what's the vision, what's the core brand premise, right? What's the thing this adventure is trying to be, and
like that should have legitimately been his question. What's the essence of good adventure design, for the legend who made the Lost Mines of Phandelver?
Right.
Boom. You can just go into it.
I had an adventure I had done in 3rd edition called Red Hand to Doom, and it's like
Red Hand to Doom was actually a good adventure too. It's amazing, all these things that I think of, and it's like, oh yeah, he did that too. Like Red Hand to Doom, I think we did end up playing a long time ago. I think that was the one with Tiamat, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, to fight the Horde adventure. All right, I want to write about the captains of the West stopping the army, attacking the lands of the good races. So in Lost Mine of Phandelver, it's like, what's kind of the bog standard ground zero of a good introductory campaign in the Forgotten Realms that would have a lot of the things that people playing D&D for the first time want to experience.
I did, yep.
You're going to want to fight goblins. You're going to want to fight bandits.
Thank you, Mad
There
Relic.
should be a dragon in the adventure somewhere. Chances to talk your way out of encounters. Chances to meet monsters you shouldn't fight. Chances to meet NPCs who can help you. Chances to meet NPCs who will stab you in the back. And kind of just do a sort of make the nicest, most self-contained little sandbox around a town that I could, and just kind of explore it. I
definitely look up that adventure, guys, if you can. Red Hand of Doom was actually very good. I think it's a 3rd edition adventure. Yep.
No one of consequence running it right now.
Yep.
Decided pretty early on. One of the first things that kind of occurred to me as I was starting to kind of lay this out is, in 2012 or 2013, rather, when I was starting to write this, I no longer had to explain to the audience what a quest hub was. I could assume that everybody buying this box and playing this game had probably played World of Warcraft and understood there's NPCs standing around with little yellow question marks over their heads. You should talk to those people. Right? So in a lot of ways, it's like this is a time where I actually went back to MMOs were derived and driven so much from tabletop. This is a case where I looked back at writing a tabletop product and said, I'm going to take what we've taught people.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
So much success being out there in the World of Warcrafts and all the
It had Tiamat in it too, did it not? Am I going crazy there? I could have sworn Red Hand had Tiamat in it.
Other MMOs. And I'm going to capitalize on that and not try to explain to people things that they probably know from those games. Fandelver has, a half a dozen essentially little side quests that are all kind of bestowed right there in town. And it's got a couple of good main story quests you can keep pulling the threads on and following if you want.
So there's your money shot there. You just see it. I don't think he's listening. Like I don't think Ben Riggs is listening.
It's
he's not steering. He's not like steering the flow of the conversation. It's either all or nothing. Either he's talking and just hogging everything, and then he just says, "Oh, by the way, go," and then just like kind of lets him, and you can kind of tell like Rich is like reaching these like lulls, and he's trying to think of things to like keep talking about.
Are you still there?
Hello, is this thing on?
And
testing. 1, 2, 3.
It's just a nice little sandbox.
So, have you put up your shingle to look at other people's adventures?
Not specific.
What a dumb question.
He's got that smarmy look. I'm so clever look on his face. I'm so clever.
Yeah. He's the most self-satisfied douchebag, Ben Riggs. What a dumb question, though.
It's not
easy. Would you look at other adventures like this guy is a creator? Like what you think he's like the questing beast or something? Yeah, send me your stuff. I'll review it. Motherfucker, this is how he makes his money, is by working and creating things. So your follow-up question is, tell me about this adventure, which is, I guess, best-selling, whatever. It's not what he's most known for, though. I mean, he was heavily involved in, 3E, 4E, Birthright, 2nd edition through 4th. And you're obsessing over him, that adventure, and then follow it up with, do you look at other people's adventures?
Specifically, really. Obviously, my day job, I'm a writer on Elder Scrolls Online, so I'm always looking at essentially adventures, because a quest in an MMO is pretty close to an adventure for a tabletop RPG. So I find that I'm using that skill set all the time to kind of look at an MMO quest and say, are we delivering the information in the right time, in the right place? Is there, the right pacing of activity? Is there a way we can have the players interact with the bad guy before they just fight him in the last room, right? What ways can we get the villain out and show him off in time for the players to appreciate them before they get a chance to beat him? All those sorts of tools are things I'm just using, in my day job.
I mean, I realize that this is, all just polishing your doorknob at this point. But like,
like so crude and stupid. Ugh. Titties and beer for 2. Thank you, my friend. Riggs is not as cool as the Riggs in Alien. Or the Riggs in Lethal Weapon, right?
Exactly.
Which was just on, the original was just on over the weekend. I was watching it.
Woody Boyd's girlfriend, Kelly, from Cheers, is the daughter of the guy that Riggs and Murtaugh are helping in Lethal Weapon.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, nice. Nice.
You know, I mean, what would you charge? Like if someone was like, you know, I have a 25,000 word adventure and I want the guy that wrote Phandelver to look at it. I'm sitting here and I'm like, how much do you, if you were actually getting what you deserve for that, I'm like,
this is like literally like fanboy bullshit. And I mean, I understand if you might be a little like, whoa, cool, I'm actually talking, but you do have to treat it like a real interview. Like you have to do research and say, hey, you did this, you know, can you tell us a little bit about, you know, let him like riff a little bit and then bring him back. All right. So, you know, what you're really supposed to do with these is to kind of follow this guy's career, you know, whether you kind of do a trick and start at the most recent and then kind of work, you know, then go way back or, you know, start way back, whatever. But, you know, tell us a little bit about you, you know, and then along the way, you're supposed to learn something about him, about his process. You know, everybody's glad. This idiot is just sitting there. I'm just wondering if I wrote a 25,000 word adventure, what would you charge? It's really fascinating to me. I'm Kermit the Frog.
Like 25,000 words of text. Like, you know, if it was a real disaster, it could really like, no. Anyway, now I'm rambling off.
Fixing a real disaster would take a lot longer than telling you it was a real disaster. I'll tell you it was a real disaster in a couple of hours. It's like, man.
God bless Rich Baker for putting up with this stupid fag.
So he wrote books as well?
Ben?
Yes. No, not Ben. Baker.
Oh, God, yeah. He wrote Birthright.
Well, I know he wrote Birthright, but...
Oh, he's written like a ton of, like, I think he wrote Birthright novels, maybe, if I'm thinking right.
Okay.
Just a ton of, like, for better or worse, like, Rich Baker, he was, like, heavily involved in 4th edition. He did a lot for 3E, but he was, like, one of the leads in 4th.
Right.
You know, and he's kind of, you know, egalitarian about it. He's like, yeah, you know, he's like, I was proud of the work we did, which I don't, you know, obviously 4th edition is controversial, but I wouldn't expect the guy who designed it to be like, yeah, it was complete garbage. We didn't know what we were doing.
Right.
So those Chris Farley SNL interview skits were better than this. Remember when you did that? That was so cool. Ben Riggs.
Remember when you were in Star Wars? Yep, sure.
Yeah, I sure do. Yeah. That was awesome. That was a good pull. Who did that? Who pulled that out there? Oh, DJ Widget. Yeah, that's a good pull, buddy. All right.
Live play tomorrow, 7:30.
7:30 tomorrow. Next week, make a note, guys. If you come Wednesday, you ain't going to see anything.
Christmas Eve is Wednesday.
Christmas Eve, Wednesday. I'm still thinking of maybe doing something New Year's Eve to keep us on schedule. Like I said, that probably will not end up being with Rogan or Crazymouse. I'm willing
Can we
to
start
bet.
from the beginning?
Just got here. Well, you've got a great show. Talk about Scott Garibay, blacks, Jews. You get the whole 9 yards.
I thought the Flame Princess was from Adventure Time. All this time he's talking about the Flame Princess,
Lamentations of the Flame
Princess. He's talking about Adventure Time? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, guys, but I will see you before. Hit like on the way out. Yeah. Like I said, we will be here next Tuesday.
I think it should be in. My only thing is it depends. I mean, I should be good.
Don't worry about it if you can. I understand. It's a different
We'll figure it all out next week. Mrs. Mouse works at American Eagle part-time. I might be in charge of a ride, something like that.
It's okay.
We'll figure it out.
Whatever you got to do. We'll make do. You know, it might be kind of a, who knows? It'll be a weird show. But who knows?
Nothing weird about it.
Does she know Sydney Sweeney?
She's not worked a shift with her yet.
Okay. Nice.
All right. Thanks, guys. Love you all. What can I say? R.I.P. Pour one out for Fuzzy Wang. Oh my God! Somebody hitting us on the way out. Bam. No one of consequence for $10. God bless us.
Laces out.
God bless us all, everyone. Did that in a Tiny Tim voice.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Not the other Tiny Tim. Tiptoe.
What was his name?
Rigoberto. How quickly we forget.
No, I was throwing out a grapefruit for everybody. My character assassinated him.
I know nothing about that.
Not one person does know anything about it.
Nothing about that.
Except now all of YouTube knows you did Rigoberto dirty.
Tiny Tim. Rigoberto.
Such great plans for him, alas. Thank you, no one of consequence. All right, guys, take care.
Peace out, everybody.
Have a good weekend doing your Christmas shopping. Tuesday, tomorrow, and then Tuesday. And remember, Red Room, before the end of the year, go to their site, Mordoret. It's in the description. I think both here and on Rumble. So, all right, guys, take care. Love y'all. Peace.
Cherokee